card for one of the thing. So let's take a look at the deck that I have together, which is definitely substandard, not ideal at the moment, and try and put together something a little more complete. So the deck that I'm playing with right now is this. And this is definitely not the best deck that it could be, but it's got a lot of the things that it needs to have, and has, I mean, definitely some room for improvement for sure, but has some cool tools in it. So the main idea behind this deck is the Scarab God is a win condition. Once you get the Scarab God down on the board, he's really hard to deal with, because if he dies, he just comes back to your hand. So unless they have some sort of exile tool, some way to get rid of him permanently, he's out there forever. And he can bring creatures back from the graveyard as large creatures and just end things that way. So the whole point of the deck is to stall. It's to prevent my opponent from getting anything done in the first couple of turns, until I have time to get the Scarab God down with backup and progress from there. So a lot of my plan is going to be sit back on stuff like Essence Scatter or Cancel, and counter my opponent's spells, or use stuff like Doomfall or Ravenous Chupacabra, which, let me tell you, is a hell of a card name, in order to destroy my opponent's stuff as they get stuff out. And then Unsummon is in there right now because this deck is, frankly, not ideal. I'm trying to put together enough stuff to be able to do the things I want, but, like, it's not easy to get all the cards, given how cards are kind of dripped out piecemeal and given to you bit by bit. So since I've decided that this is the deck that I want to play, I'm going to spend some of these wild cards and make this deck better. So first things first, let's get some more Scarab Gods in here. That is the tough one, because that's a mythic, so that's definitely the hardest to get. And then, the real question is, what other changes do we want to make? How do we want to adapt this not ideal deck into something a little bit better? I'm not going to need Windstriders, I don't think. Like, there's a lot of things that are in here as sort of stopgap measures until I get cards that are good. Reaver Ambush is fine, but almost anything that has 3 power or less is going to get hit by Moment of Craving anyway, -2/-2, versus just exile the card. But this is cheaper and it gains me life, so I'm probably going to want another one of those instead. Well, I mean, now that I actually say it out loud, I'm kind of thinking about it. How much do I need creature kill in the deck versus just stall, right? Like, I've got 4 Essence Scatters for sure. I think I want to add some additional Supreme Wills, and I think I want to add Champion of Witch is a rare. That's going to be a problem. I think I want to add more Cancels as well. So let's get Supreme Will, because I do want more counters. I think more counters is going to be the best way to deal with things that my opponents are doing. Counters and card draw. So I want to have the full complement of Opts, I suspect. And I want to have the full complement of Hieroglyphic Illumination. It definitely does not. This is really recent. It's still in beta right now, closed beta. So you have to sign up to a mail list and hope that you can get a key that way. It only has the most recent 2 blocks, so it's not even full current standard. But Dominaria is also about to come out in like a week, 2 weeks, and at that point, when Dominaria releases on MTG Arena, Arena will have the exact same card list as real world standard, which at this point is the most recent 3 blocks. Basically a year and a half worth of Magic. So right now it's only the most recent 2 blocks, Ixalan block and Amonkhet? Sure, save. I'm gonna come back to this anyway. This is all that's on there right now, is the Ixalan block and the Amonkhet block. Both of which are actually fairly interesting in terms of theme. Like, Amonkhet is very Old Egypt themed. So there's kind of Egyptian-looking gods and a lot of kind of callbacks to that kind of construction and yeah, just sort of a bunch of stuff like that. And then Ixalan has this sort of like fantasy pirates versus dinosaurs thing going on. So that's like I don't know that much about the setting, but that's like where the cards are going. So back to here. What other changes do I want to make in order to try and make this sort of a more competitive version, a more final form version of this deck? And I think, like, I don't have the cards now to get more Scarab Gods, unfortunately. I don't have the wild cards. But another Vraska's Contempt is probably good because it's an instant speed effect. And in general, I want more instant speed effects. Another Doomfall, maybe 2 more Doomfalls is probably where I want this to be. Champion of Wits is good if I could get more of those, but those are rare. I wanted to get 2 more Illuminations. I wanted the full complement of Illuminations in this deck. That's an easy make. For sure I'm going to want these. And in fact, I'm going to want these in any blue deck I ever make, because these are good-looking cards. And I can probably get rid of some of these sort of extraneous big things, because my win condition really is just Scarab God. I'm not going to have to worry too much about playing something big at the end of the game. So what are we at right now? 62, which means I can get rid of 2 more things. Cancel is a little expensive, but I'm kind of happy having that. That saves me from having to make 2 more Supreme Wills. I think I'm happy with negates. I feel like a lot of the meta is going to be this deck or blue-white control with either like token makers with like Embalm Internalize or Approach of the Second Sun, which is a fascinating way to win the game. Approach of the Second Sun is a 7-mana sorcery that says, if it's the first time you've cast this card, put it 7 cards deep into your library. If it's the second time you've cast this card, win the game. And in this same kind of shell, just a bunch of blue and white control, creature kill, counter spells, that kind of stuff. It's a fascinating way to play the game. The question is, I think this deck might, as it is, be a little too heavy on creature control. So I can potentially limit that a little bit and just go deeper on card draw and stuff like that. Unsummon is probably not where I want to be, given how much other support I have. What is this now? This is 60. I definitely want another Vraska's Contempt. That's a better way of controlling the board. Get in there. And that can let me cut down... Direfleet Poisoner I think is really cute. I don't think it's good, but I think it's cute. Especially because a lot of the ways to beat this deck is to get a couple threats too many, like overwhelming the counters, or just getting a threat early, like something big, or relatively big, in the first couple of turns, before I have the ability to cast a counterspell. So something like this, which can just come in on defense and surprise kill a creature, especially if it's like a 1-power creature, something that's not that big a threat, this can just eat it and then stay out for the rest of the game and still cause problems, like make it hard for my opponent to attack. I don't need like stuff like this, sort of big expensive threats, really. Windstrider I think is cute, but probably isn't necessary. The reason it's in the deck is because it has Flash, which means that I can play it at instant speed. I don't need to proactively play it on my turn. I can wait for my opponent to do stuff, and at the end of my opponent's turn, if I still have mana up, if I haven't needed to counter anything, then I can drop the Windstrider. And that's even better in the mirror match, because I can drop Windstrider during their end step, and if they want to deal with it, they have to use their mana then. They have to play counterspells then, and that could potentially leave them unable to deal with whatever threat I play on my proper turn, if I'm going to drop a Scarab God or something like that. So I like it, especially for the mirror, and I suspect I'm going to be playing a fair amount of the mirror. I just don't know if it's good enough. Never might be a little bit too slow for this deck, but I'm leaving it in anyway. This is basically completely unnecessary, but it's cool, I guess. Final Reward also is slow, but at least it's instant speed, so I can kind of do it reactively and not leave myself open. What else do I want to change? I think I want more Doomfalls, and I think I don't need Reaver Ambush. So I think I can make that trade just even. Out a Reaver Ambush, in a Doomfall. Because this is also good in the mirror. It allows me to do something while they're not playing any threats early on, and prevent them, potentially, from being able to do stuff to my cards later on. So this is okay now. Still not perfect. Ideally, I'd like to get in more Champion of Wits. I was looking up a deck list earlier. Let's see if I can bring it up, actually. Hang on a second. So let's see if this works. Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, cool. So what was... Look up the history. Where was this? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah. So this is what people are touting as the sort of ideal build of this deck. Unfortunately, I'm out of Mythic Wildcard, so I can't really get Liliana in here. Dusk Legion Zealot seems not quite right. I don't think I have any of these Bloodfasts, but maybe I can. So Bloodfast is one of the things that I'm looking at. Yeah, have none of them. Okay. The other one... Well, let's change my filters here. I don't have to own the card, right? So this is good because card draw, right? Card draw's good. But there's also search for Aztaka? Azatka? Azatkaka? Crap, what is this card? It's some... I'm gonna find it here. It's... Where is it? Here. Azcanta! Haha! Figured it out. This also eventually gets you to more card draw. To, again, better at winning the mirror, which is the point of this kind of card. So maybe I have 2 of these in, and I can cut stuff like Windstrider, and I can cut... I'm keeping in a Cryptic Serpent for now as an additional threat, because I only have the 2 Scarab Gods. So maybe I can cut Final Reward as a little slow, and then just get my better answers with this card? Let's try that. I'll get 2 of these in there. Spend some wild cards. Make a deck. Direfleet Poisoner, still probably not ideal, but I like it. I think it's cute. I'm going to keep it for now. And I'm going to want a Champion of Wits. I'm going to want more Champions of Wits, actually. Okay, goodbye, Direfleet Poisoner. I lied. Oh, I already have another one. Cool. I don't need to spend a wild card on it. Yahtzee. So this is going to do it. Oh, one last thing that I think is important to say out loud. Right now, because of the way MTG Arena is structured, it's set up as only... the only mode of play is Quick Match. So you hit the play button, and it'll match you against some other person based on rank, which is not very transparent. I have no idea what rank I am, or how to measure myself against other people, or even what the rank symbols mean, so whatever. But then you just play one game and that's it. So that's the structure of the game. This means that one of the things that they've done to kind of mitigate randomness is they actually skew your starting hand to be closer to the average of your land to spell ratio. So if you have an average of 2.8, like if your average is you know, 3 lands for every 4 spells or 2 lands for every 4 spells or whatever, they'll actually generate 2 different starting hands and give you whichever one is closest to that average. Which means there are inflection points of how likely you are to get a certain number of cards in your opening hand. So, anywhere between 22 and 25 lands, you are most likely to get 3 lands in your opening hand, followed by 2. Above 25, so 26 is the next inflection point, you're most likely to get 3 followed by 4. So in a deck like this, with a lot of card draw, I want to aim for slightly more lands in my opening hand, which is why I have exactly 26 lands. If this was a more aggressive deck where I didn't want as many lands, then I would be at exactly 22. And anything in the middle is sort of a little unnecessary. Like, you kind of don't want the extra lands so that you're not drawing more lands later in the game when you need spells, but you want to have enough lands that you get a good opening hand. And because of the way that the MTG Arena system deals with opening hands, you want to be at exactly one of those inflection points. So this is how the deck is structured. This is why the 26 lands as opposed to any other number. And I think this is enough to get started with. We can play a few games, we can see what other people are playing, and we can make some decisions based on what we're seeing and what kind of needs to be fought against, right? What needs to be countered, basically, right? Like, it's all about what kinds of decks I'm seeing and what I need to fight against those specific decks. Because I'm not going to have the opportunity to do any kind of sideboarding. It's just play one round and hope you do well. Alright, so here we go. This is a decent opening hand. I have one counter spell, I have one kill spell, and I have some... Well, I have two kill spells, and I have some draw, and I have enough lands that I'm gonna be okay. They're all tapped lands, which isn't ideal, but it's good enough for me to not want to go down a card in order to try and get a better hand. And again, like, these decisions are made sort of in a vacuum. I don't know what my opponent is playing. I don't know whether they're going to be a more aggressive deck. I don't know what kinds of things I'm going to need in order to fight against them. So I have to make these decisions without knowing what I'm up against. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Well done. Good call, Sainiku. Sorry about that. I completely forgot I had the monitor capture open. Aha! This is an aggressive deck. Okay, cool. Not that aggressive, though, apparently. So my goal right now is to be able to play Supreme Will next turn. So I'm going to play the Boneyard this turn to make sure that next turn I have the island for 3 untapped lands. And then I'm not doing anything this turn because I want to be able to react to what he's doing. And once I know, like, what he's doing, at the end of his turn, I'm going to cast Opt to draw a card, and then adjust kind of what I'm looking for based on what he's done. This could be a little more. A little more. Not too much more, but like a little more. Alright, you do whatever things you're going to do. Does this work? If I hit end turn, is it still going to stop? Because I put a stop in? I don't want to do anything until that happens. Waiting for him to do something. So, red-black. Red-black is typically an aggressive color pair, but he's got Traveler's Amulet in here. He's got some interesting card choices if he's going for a mostly aggressive deck, right? Like, this is a card that is going to let him get lands out of his deck, but it's also going to slow him down a little bit. Like, he's spending 2 mana in order to find an appropriate land. And you revealed an island, so this is like a 3-color deck, maybe more? That's a lot of colors. You can go to the end of the turn, that's fine. Alright, so do I want to negate? If he's ramping up to something big, I probably do want a negate in the near future. He's got blue, so he might have counter magic. I don't know what his blue is there for. Like, I have no idea what I'm up against. So I'm going to say negate's probably not what I need. And see if I can get something better. Like, I really just want more lands right now. Looks like I have found more lands. Do I think he's going to do anything dangerous next turn that I need to have Supreme Will up? That's a really good question. I have no idea. So I'm going to hold it open. Rainbow decks are great. I'm not knocking rainbow decks. They're just typically real slow. Okay, move to combat. What are you doing? What's your plan? He might be doing this all as control decks, too. So if I don't do anything, he's not going to do anything either. Which, I mean, that's great. I can win that war. Like, that's what negate is for. It's really interesting to play this kind of deck in such a varied meta. Like, I have no idea what my opponents are going to be playing from game to game. So it's a lot harder to prepare for what I think they might be doing. I think I have enough mana available that I probably don't need the Fetid Pools here. So I'm going to cycle this and get some more cards. Watch, now he responds to this because I'm tapped out. Nope, he's not that smart. Okay, cool. He wasn't baiting me that hard. I might need a Champion of Wit sooner rather than later, but I'll let it go for this turn. Like, next turn, if I don't draw a land, I'm going to need the Champion. Because I really want to hit my land drops. That's very important. What is this? Sacrifice a desert, deals 2 damage to each opponent. Wild. Okay, cool. Sounds like he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. I could cycle this, or I could just cast it and get things. I'm going to wait, though. See what I draw here. Cool, I drew land. Never mind. Everything's cool. We can wait. We can just keep waiting. Because I want to have counter backup when I play Scarab God. I don't want to just play it into an empty board and let him react to it. I want to have a sense of what he can do before I play Scarab God and potentially risk losing it. Yo! He's playing Planeswalkers! Angrath the Flame Chained. What a guy. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. It gains his... You know what? I could just play it and then Vroska's Contempt it. So yeah, get it on the board. That's great. I'm so glad that you have Planeswalkers. Oh, but then he's going to make me discard a card, which I don't want to do. But whatever.
Stokes the forge.
I suspect I can discard Moment of Craving without really running into any problems. If he passes priority without activating it, I'm going to snap Contempt it, because I don't want him to get the ability off. If he does get the ability off, I can discard Moment of Craving without feeling like I've lost too much. This one specifically might have been better to counter, just so I don't have to discard a card. But I'm not that bad off, even if I do have to discard a card. What's he waiting for? Why not just activate Angrath? What are you waiting for? What do you expect to happen, dude? No, nothing? You're just gonna sit there? You sit there and wonder why I allowed you to play a Planeswalker? You asked permission and I said yes? And now you're just confused? I've just completely blown his mind. Like, he has no idea what to do now. I'm sitting here with 5 mana untapped. He played his Planeswalkers. He's played his Planeswalker, and it hit the ground. And he's just flabbergasted. Like, hands off the keyboard. What the heck is going on? Okay, yeah, sure. This is as expected.
No fire, no steel.
You got me. I have to discard a card. Alright, let's just do this now. Hey, we found a negate. Alright, Champion wins. I want to take that action. We found a land, so I'm going to keep the land. I'm keeping Negate and I'm keeping Scarab God. I don't need to keep Cryptic Serpent. I like Supreme Will, but I don't need... No, I kind of do need it. In fact, I think I need it more than the Negate, so goodbye, Negate. And that's that. Although, maybe Hieroglyphic Illumination was the correct toss. I don't know. Questionable. I mean, if he's going to toss another Planeswalker down, I'm absolutely going to counter it. There's no question in my mind. Oh, hey, look, it's a thing that I'm going to counter. Counter target spell. Please do not play Scarab God against me. I am the one who plays Scarab God against you. On the other hand, if I just play Scarab God, he's probably going to have the card that exiles it, the same thing that I played. So I'm really hesitant to actually just play Scarab God right now. If I still had the Negate in hand, I would absolutely play it. So, I mean, lesson learned, right? Negate was the keep. I should have tossed the Hieroglyphic Illumination, because the whole point of Hieroglyphic Illumination right now is to draw me a Negate. I mean, I can at least attack him, right? We can get this done. But now I have a threat on the board, so he kind of does need to do something about that, which means I can hold back. Like, maybe I just Hieroglyphic Illumination now, and see what I draw. And don't worry about placing Scarab God until he does something about my champion. Unless he just drops another Scarab God right now, in which case I'm sad. Roll sad. Well, he's doing things. Things are happening. A lot of black. Trial of Zeal deals 3 damage to any target. Huh. That's a good way to get rid of the champion. Okay. Let's draw some cards and see what happens. Is he gonna counter my Illumination? That'd be wild. Yeah, okay, you can play it. That's fine. Rest in peace, Champion of Wits. Alright, it's your move, buddy. What are you gonna do with the Trials ability? Okay, yeah, as expected. Alright, I think I want to Eternalize the Champion before I start trying to do anything else. It's expensive, which is a little bit of a bummer. It'll leave me with 1 mana up. But I feel like most of his threats are non-creature, so Essence Scatter isn't going to do everything that I need it to here. Maybe I'm okay. Maybe I'm okay for a turn. Like, I don't want to... Again, I don't want to play Scarab God until I have something that can keep it alive, which Essence Scatter won't do. This is an actual person. I think I'm going to do Champion of Wits and just leave myself open for a turn and see where that gets me, like what he's going to hit me with. Because most likely... No, I don't like that. I'll wait a turn, and then I'll have Champion of Wits with Essence Scatter back up. At least that much I can do. Yeah, I'm still not sure what his game plan is. Like, he's got to have a plan. Maybe it's just enormous threats. Just super expensive things all the time forever. Oh, he even had a counterspell that turn. Yeah, that was a terrible turn to try and play anything into him. Yeah, all gameplay in MTG Arena right now is against actual people, as far as I know. I don't think there exists AIs. Alright, still playing lands. That's good. Lands are good. Man, this dude has an expensive deck. Look at all the rares he's got. Rares and mythics. As far as the eye can see. Okay, I'm going to play a regular champion here. That seems fine. See what he says about it. I have some stuff to get rid of. Like, Essence Scatter I don't think is going to be doing much here. And I'm happy to get rid of the Field of Ruin. I'm going to take that action. Toss the field, toss one of these Essence Scatters, and then just leave stuff up, and I can Hieroglyphic Illumination at the end of the turn. Yeah, I'm okay. This is a good start. And then with another mana up, I'll have 3 after I Eternalize Champion of Wits. Hostage Taker. Exile another target creature or artifact until Hostage Taker leaves the battlefield. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell. So if this goes through, and I do not want this to go through, he'll be able to cast my Champion of Wits. More than that, I will not be able to Eternalize my Champion of Wits. So no, you are not allowed to have a Hostage Taker. What am I? 6, 7, 8. I might cycle this rather than spending the 4 to draw 2. Yo, Chun and Rice, thank you for the host. Nope, no combat, no combat. It's your turn. Not fighting. Like, I'm not sure if this is control against control, or if he's just like some kind of weird mid-rangey thing with a million threats. Is it my turn? Sure, it could be my turn. I'm debating cycling this rather than waiting and drawing 2. I think I want the card advantage, though. Oh, we found a Doomfall. I like this. I want to see what he's got in hand. And this leaves me with all kinds of options afterwards. Let's try and make you discard something. What are you doing here? What is your game plan, my dude? Show me what you got. Reveal to me your secrets. Do you even have blue mana up? You don't. Look at you. Trying to... Okay, sure. What are you lightning striking? My face? You're lightning striking my face? Who is this guy? Why do you think this is a good Yeah. Okay, okay, cool. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. That's something. Destroy target creature. Okay, so you have some threats here, and none of them matter in the slightest. I guess I will get rid of this one because this is the least expensive thing. And with the, like, I can actually just straight up play Scarab God right now. And I'll play it into the Chupacabra, and he'll kill it, and it'll go back to my hand, and that doesn't matter at all. Or I can wait, and no, let's just do it. Whatever. You want to play cards? You can play cards. Get in there. Now it's like, unless this is something that exiles my Scarab God, or is a threat I am unable to deal with, this game is kind of mine. I'm okay with leaving myself open this turn, because he's not doing anything relevant with the Chupacabra. Like, whatever, he plays a Chupacabra, and the Scarab God goes back to my hand, because Scarab God is an amazing card. Like, that's fine. I'm okay with walking into that. Like, let's get this out of the way now, and then I just play it again, because it's amazing! When Scarab God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. How do you feel about this, badass rocker 19? Hey look, I have a Scarab God. Huh. What am I at? Not quite enough to be able to Scarab God and Hieroglyphic Illumination. First off, we send in the Champion of Wits. Go. Go get him. You get a Fiery Cannonade? Nope. You're going to take some damage is what you're going to do. So I think we play the Scarab God, and I think we put out the Desert, because I do want the mana. Yeah, I think we do this. I think we do both of these things. And then we end the turn. And then worst case, he does something crazy that I need to cycle this for. Like maybe I just need to dig for a negate or something. But what I'm expecting to happen is he does nothing of any relevance, and I control the game from here on out, because Scarab God is just wild. Like, it's just over. I can take his Hostage Taker back. Oh, I have to do something? Or whatever. Yeah, come at me. Bring it. Bring it. Please, approach. Oh, he's gonna he's gonna hit me with a Chupacabra because he wants me to block with the Scarab God so he can use actual damage to kill off whatever. I will take that damage. I do not care. You got me. I'm at 15. Where's the rest of your 15 damage coming from? I ask you. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't have any zombies yet, but that's going to change. Let me assure you. So right now, this ability does nothing. But soon, it will do everything. You gonna let me take a turn? Fiery Cannonade! Nope, you're gonna kill stuff off. Okay, you got it.
You cannot kill me.
Did my Scarab God just complain at him? That's beautiful! You cannot kill me! Oh, he found it. He found a thing that he can do. That's okay. I'm going to use this opportunity to bring a Champion of Wits out. I do want to do that thing. And I can happily get rid of this. And probably this. Keeping this because I can cycle it. Alright, you got me. Scarab God down. But he'll come back at the beginning of the next end step, so, They definitely could do that, Senna. That's not at all impossible. You know, stream sniping is a thing that Magic the Gathering streamers have had to deal with for as long as there's been Magic the Gathering streamers. Do I cycle this and hope to draw a land so that I can have enough lands to get Hieroglyphic Illumination doing a thing? I think I can... I think I can just wait. Hey, look, I got a Scarab God back. How lucky! And I can Hieroglyphic Illumination at the end of this turn and draw and be in a good place. He's fingering this Trial of Zeal as if it's ever going to do something useful for him. Like, he's bought himself a turn. Alright, nothing during combat. Please continue to do the things that I don't care about. Oh, I forgot to... Man, I clicked too fast. I'm so bad at this game. Alright, well, Scarab God's still coming out. He's going to do awful things to you. Over and over and over. And I'm going to attack with this 4-4, because 4-4 is pretty big. Come on. Come on. What you going to do about it? How about literally nothing? That's my expectation. Yeah, that's... There you go. You figured it out. We got there. And this is the daily reward system. I think this goes up to, like, 10 cards each day. Ambuscade! Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Pretty good. It's removal in green. That's not that easy to come by. But, not gonna matter to me. I'm just playing more blue-black. Hey, thank you, Saniku. So, that went well. I made some mistakes, but those are mistakes that we can be more careful about next time. I don't have a good handle yet on stuff that I might want to change. So I'm okay with leaving things as they are. This is not an amazing start. But with Search for Azcanta, we might be able to get there anyway. I'm going first. I wish I had 3 lands. Like, I really wish I had 3 lands in this opener. The 2 Chupacabras is not really where I want to be, but I don't exactly know what I'm up against. I think I have to mulligan this and get more lands. But maybe... let's try it. Let's see if Search for Azcanta is enough. Especially since I'm going first. So I kind of have a little bit more time to mess around and see where stuff lands. Hey, it's blue-white. Okay. Well, let's start getting an advantage. And I kind of want to just get rid of stuff until I can get an island. Treasure map, sure. Oh, that's exactly where I want it. That's the thing I want to draw. Let me draw that card. Bam! I'm now ready to do everything. So now I'm just looking for better counterspells and eventually a Scarab God. No. I'm not doing anything this turn. Yep, that's what I want. I want lands. Draw them. And then I'm going to put on this stop at the end of his turn, because I don't really want to do anything else during his turn, but if he plays something... No, I can't just hit that. If he plays something, I want to be able to deal with it. Or try to deal with it, at least. I suspect I'm not going to have to try, though. I think all I'm going to do is be casting Hieroglyphic Illumination and draw some cards. Okay, we have counter magic. Let's take a turn. Doomfall! I might actually want to keep this. This is a question, right? Because this is something I can be proactive with. Not this turn, but next turn. Because then I can play it and still leave counter back up. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to draw it. And I have all the lands I need for at least the next couple of turns. And we're just sitting back until we get a threat. And, yeah. You know, we're kind of okay right now. He's not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I feel like I have the advantage if that's the way this game is going to go. Like, if he's not going to do anything, then I'm okay with just not doing anything for a while. I suspect his win condition is nothing during combat, nothing during attackers, nothing during blocks. I will take my turn. Do I want a Supreme Will? It is another counterspell. It's the counterspell I was looking for. Sure, put it on top. Let's grab it. And let's give him something to deal with. Let's be proactive. Let's do a thing. Hang on, hang on. Did I tap this mana correctly? If I do this, that's not the way I want to tap the mana. I need to go swamp, swamp, island. All right. Show me what you're working with. What you got, buddy? Woo! All right, we found it. He's got some good stuff here. Commit on top of its owner's library. A memory is shuffle. All right, that's not a big deal. I think we get rid of the Gideon. Farm to market. Oh, that's cute. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, we get rid of the Gideon. And his deck is basically garbage. Like, the rest doesn't matter. Or rather, his hand is garbage. Nothing that he has in his hand is relevant. He's going to be drawing more cards, so maybe some of those will be good. But, like, the rest kind of don't matter at all. Sure, attack. So now we just need a threat. Like, we just need to get something on the board, and that'll be it. I'm okay with keeping the Supreme Wills, I think. Although they're going to become less good as time goes on, so maybe I'll cast one of them now. And try and get something better off the top of my deck. He doesn't have anything that he can use to counter, really. I'll take a champion. Champion will do me some good. Alright, what is Search for Escanta going to get me? I do not want another Doomfall. I think we're okay. I want lands. Yeah, I found a land. I found a land, you guys. Nope, still not the correct way to tap things. Tap a swamp, and an island, and then play Champion of Wits. So if he spends cards dealing with my Champion of Wits, that makes me happy. I do want to take that action. I don't want another Search for Escanta because it's legendary, and I don't really need these Chupacabras, so down they go. And I have already played a land this turn, so that's my turn. Yeah, dude. Draw your cards. I hope they do something good for you. Because what you got right now is not really getting you anywhere. Whoa! He got rid of my Search for Escanta. What a jerk. How dare he? I guess I should have kept the other one. Who knew? Yeah, that's fine. Resolve. Sure, gain life. That's cool. Resolve. Really don't care about you having this. This is not a threat. This is not the threat that you wish it would be. Sure. Where's my Scarab Gods, you guys? I want Scarab Gods so that on a later turn, I can kill his champion and then take it away from him. You gonna attack me with your 2/3? Nope, apparently not. I guess he likes where we are. Do I Supreme Will here? I still have a cancel for things. Right now, commit is like the most annoying thing he has. I mean, I guess I don't know what else he has. Yeah, let's draw some cards. Let's draw some card. Out of all of these, I want Hieroglyphic Illumination because it lets me draw more cards. Cards. He's swindling my spell! Unreal. He has so much treasure. Harsh. Fortunately, that doesn't matter, because I have the Scarab God. You gonna swindle this spell too, buddy? He's gonna try. I will cancel that cancel. This is the whole point of this deck. Cancel, 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 cancel. He's doing another thing? Right now he's doing a thing? What's he doing? He's drawing a card. Oh, that works on spells. I didn't even realize. Okay. Huh, I didn't realize that works on spells too. That might have changed how I did things. Oh well. Turns out you should read cards. That way you know what those cards do. That's probably a helpful way to do things. Well, now I'm kind of, not doing anything for a while, I'm afraid. You might have a certain advantage here. I'm not comfortable with how this played out. Baffling end! Oh no, my Champion of Wits is about to get baffled. Okay. That's real unfortunate. Exiles are good spells. Now he's going to attack me. Yeah, okay. That's a shame. I don't get anything this turn, unfortunately. I could Chupacabra his dude, but then his dude just comes back, which is... comes back as a 4/4, no less, which is annoying. So I'm just going to take a few hits. Not a big deal if I take a few hits now. I am definitely going to need to draw something in order to get me back into this game, though. Like, I am not in this game right now, so some work needs to be done. But, like, he still needs to do some work too, so we'll see. He's got the cards. He's potentially got enough stuff to do real work with. This cycles, so let's cycle it. This is a thing. I could play this. I should not be using all my islands with all these spells. Like, I really have to watch how the game is tapping mana for me, because frequently it is not tapping it correctly. Sure. You got it. This is a great place for you to spend your cancels. Please spend your cancels on things that are not my Scarab Gods. Like, I know you have farm in hand. I'm not worried. I'm not actually expecting the Cryptic Serpent to do me any good. See, again, with tapping all of my islands in order to do a thing. He has a response to this? Are you going to shrink it? Do you have a shrink in hand? Cast out. Sure. Okay. Sure. That's pretty good. I'm still going to take the action. I don't want either of these, to be honest. I might have wanted the island instead of the Chupacabra. I don't know. That's a difficult question to answer. But I guess we're done. Sure, attack me. Bring it. So he thinks he's just going to win on the back of this. Like, he has enough control to not do anything until... Maybe. Maybe. The question is, do I draw the things I need in a relevant time frame? And even then, he's got enough card draw that he probably has answers to it when I do draw it, which is a little annoying. He might have this. Like, I might just not... I might just be behind enough on card draw that I don't get the things I need. Tunes of the Dead. What even is this? Why is this in my deck? When did I put this in my deck? When did I put that? Why is this in my deck? I guess it's so I have an island, so I can, or a desert, so I can do desert things. I wonder if I should have been doing this. I didn't have any other deserts though. This gets me a blocker though. If I do this in instant speed, that's kind of funny. What are you doing that to? Wait. Oh, come on! I wanted to react. All right, well, whatever. Oh, I guess it's because I had end turn up, so it's just F6'd. That's too bad. F6 being slang for I am never doing anything for the rest of my turn, because that is the button you hit in order to never do anything for the rest of the turn in Magic Online. I don't care if you have this. Oh, until your next turn, activated abilities can't be activated is a little annoying, but I have better things to spend my cancels on, is the real problem. This is getting cycled, because I need to draw better cards. I found a negate! It's not good enough. Yep, get them bricks on so you can actually do the other thing. Smart. We found a Scarab God, you guys. So if I play this, what's getting tapped? Let's tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Scarab God is legendary, so I don't want to eternalize another Scarab God, unfortunately. And he doesn't have any creatures for me to take, I think? He doesn't have any creatures for me to take. So... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up, we do nothing. And I definitely never block with the Scarab God because I don't want him to be able to farm it. So what creatures do I have in here that I can take? I have the Cryptic Serpent, and I have the Ravenous Chupacabra. Oh, cool. So I can do it with Chupacabra. All I need is 8. And then I can bring up back Chupacabra, eat his champion, and then bring back his champion. Ixalan's Binding. No, thank you. I would rather you didn't. Cast out. No, thank you. I would rather you didn't. Hopefully that's all his things. Oh, we got there. Is that an... It's not. So I could actually potentially react to that ability. Fascinating. Well, this is definitely... Alright, well, I guess I'm just playing it. It doesn't hurt to play it. But we are bringing back my Chupacabra. Which is eating his champion. And then we're bringing back his champion to gain some life. And he had better have things that he can do, or else this game is over. This game is just over. I'm definitely not attacking with the Scarab God. Scarab God is never getting into combat. Sorry. Well, did you get the thing you needed? To stop my Scarab God from killing you forever all the time? Because if not, it's time for me to start attacking you with zombies. Please. Oh, he has an approach. Well, okay, that resolves. Which means I definitely need a counterspell in order to prevent from getting approached a second time. That has the potential to be a problem. Not surprising that he has approach of the second sun. That is definitely a win condition. Okay. I can't Scarab God until the beginning of his next turn. That's fine. Wasn't gonna anyway. I put both of these on the bottom because neither of these stop him from casting approach again. Hey look, it's something else that doesn't stop him from casting approach again. Well, let's get to work. Exile all... I didn't know this was real. Wow. Yeah, okay, take that action. Huh. Settle the wreckage. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, let's hope that never happens again. He's going to immediately brick it. And I am going to respond by bringing back Cryptic Serpent so I have a zombie, because zombies are important. And now it gets bricked. That's fine. I might just want to play this out so I have it out on the board so I can get some attacking in with it. I don't want wreckage to happen again. And I really need to make sure I find things to counter his approach of the second sun. Nope, don't want Cryptic Serpent. I want counterspells. Opt is not a counterspell. However, I'm willing to cast it. Opt is also not a counterspell. Opt is still not a counterspell. My god. Submerged Boneyard, not a counterspell. Hieroglyphics, not a counterspell. But I might be able to use it to find a counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chupacabra, no targets. And attack him with the Cryptic Serpent. Which he'll probably farm. So maybe I shouldn't have done this? I don't know. That's a tough call to make. Oh, I definitely shouldn't have done this because now he has Market. Crap. Which gets him 2 cards closer to Second Sun, which is a problem. Let's just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana up? Yeah, let's definitely just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to get cycled. I'll do it later. I'll do it during his end step. Okay, so he's still 3-ish turns away. He's going to draw 2 with Market, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, do it. Discard a creature so I can Scarab God it. Please. I don't think he has creatures in his deck, to be honest. Other than the one I've already taken. We got a Search and a River's Rebuke. Oh. River's Rebuke is pretty good for him here. He must have better cards. That's unfortunate. Nothing I can bring back right now except for another Scarab God, which is an incorrect choice. So, yeah. Aw, really? Okay, let's cycle this, see where I get. I'm not gonna... Do I just let him kill my Scarab God? That's really unfortunate. If Scarab God dies here, I'm in trouble. Because I'm down... Because then I'm out of threats, basically. This is why I need 4 of these. Unfortunately, he has 4 ofs of the thing... 8 ofs, potentially, of the things that stop my things. I'm low on threats, which is a real problem. Yeah, you got it. You got it. It's okay. Do the thing. I'm more focused on preventing him from winning than I am from trying to find my own win condition. And I don't have any way of getting rid of these cards, which is annoying. So maybe I should look into adding something to deal with those. End of turn. Cool. My turn. Essence Scatter. Great. Not great. Could be better. Cancel. That's good. That is a good thing. This should cycle, though. Sure. Play this desert. And combat! Let's see if Chupacabra can go all the way. Oh, he's got another farm? Brutal. Yeah, you got it. I might be actual out of threats right now. I think I have one more Serpent. He's got the approach, which I have to counter. And if he's got a counter, then he wins. Maybe he doesn't have a counter. He has a counter. He totally has a counter. Oh, he's digging! He's digging, ladies and gentlemen! And he immediately found a thing. I don't know what he dug for. The real problem right now is he has more cards left than I do. So if we're going to cards, then he wins. I've been drawing more and playing less relevance than he has, which is unfortunate. I'm going to keep this in my hand. I guess he can always memory, which is real interesting. Man, maybe I should just have a one of this in my deck for exactly this reason. Yeah, I'm not doing anything relevant here. Which means I need to... I could spend a wild card on this. That's fine. Glyph Keeper. Excuse me. I could never to return the Glyph Keeper once it comes out. Oh no, Glyph Keeper is hard to do that too. I guess I Essence Scatter it. But then he just eternalizes it. Why did I think this was okay? It's the same problem. Okay. I guess I can still deal with it. Like, I have this desert that does the thing, right? So I can do this on it, which counters it, but then I can never it to get rid of it for good. So let's pay black, 1, and then 1 more, and then select a desert to sacrifice. And that'll give me the 2/2 black zombie, which means I can actually maybe do some damage. Resolve. Sure, that's fine. The whole point of this is to be able to play Never and kill it. And then I do this, and I think I immediately use it, right? Like, I cannot let him have the... Yeah, I immediately do this. I cannot let him have the card that mills me. Since I can't have the card that mills him, he doesn't get to have the card that mills me. That is unfortunate. Alright, what does he have in his yard? Can I return something? Is it relevant? He doesn't have anything that he can cast right now. Oh no, he has memory! I definitely do this. You're not allowed to cast these spells, my dude. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? How far? Oh my god. How? I want to look in his graveyard. How do I look in his graveyard? This is... Is it not as far down as I thought it was? There's an approach of the second sun. Where is memory? There it is. Wow, that took a while. Cool. Well, I'm now not very many turns away, but we'll see if it's enough. Probably won't be. Like, he for sure has ways to deal with these things, case in point. And he might have another approach. That's a problem. That's maybe a problem. He still has enough mana to cast it again. Has a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Okay, sure. I probably should have not let him do that, actually, now that I think about it. Because I could potentially still use my desert to get rid of it. Oh, I can just use this. It's kind of convenient. Now I still get to hit him for 2! Amazing. What a life. Or not. He finally remembered that he had the edifice. Not that I've actually hit him before, but obviously. He had the edifice the whole time. Yeah, I think he's got this. I might as well play it out, but, like, it's... There's no avenue on which I have an advantage. So, I think it's just over. Time Street Navigator, what the heck is this? Wow, wild. He gets to take extra turns? I think I don't want him to do that. I think I'm okay with him never doing that. Not that it matters. Like, I don't have outs. Why didn't I cycle last turn? Because that gets me closer to death. I'm at 4 cards left in my library and he's at 13. I'm not in a good position for cycling to be a good thing to do. Yeah, I just keep bricking my dude. That's fine. I mean, I'm definitely losing this game. I'm 100% losing this game. But, like, it's fun to kind of play it out and see what the things are and see... Oh, well, there it... Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. I have already lost this game. You don't need to make me lose it even harder, buddy. Let me lose on my own merits. Oh, I can Contempt. Contempt is good, right? Instead of Contempt, because it's exiled, that's a good thing to say for things that need to be exiled. How about I just Deadlands him? Then I can attack. How good? Attacking is good, right? I hear good things about attacking. Also, how's it going, Arena Addict? How you living? Oh, he actually tapped out. I get to attack him. What? I don't get to attack him? What happened to attacking him? Did I click through it? Did I miss it? Oh, this was still active. It was active during his turn. I get it. He had already done the detaining. Oh, all the things that I cycled are finally coming back. That's great. All the cards that I know are not good. All... That's great. That's wonderful. I'm never getting anywhere here. My last 2 cards are opts. My last card, the only card remaining in my deck, is an opt. Alright, this farce can end. Okay, so the lesson to take away from here is Commit to Memory is a good card, and we should have at least one in the deck. So let's put at least one Commit to Memory in the deck, so that in the future we don't run into this exact situation again. We still have a bunch of garbage in here that we can take out. I feel like Never to Return is cute, but not necessarily good, given that Vraska's Contempt is probably just better. And Scarab God, on the whole, is going to be our tool to get rid of things that we don't want in their graveyard. So let's not worry about that. And then we can get, what was it? Commit. Including cards I don't own, please. Let's add one to the deck. Exactly one Commit to Memory is probably correct. And it's another counterspell. Maybe we should have more negates, by the way. As long as we're looking at it. Like, the decks that we lose to are not the aggressive decks, right? The decks that we lose to are the decks that out-control. The decks that deal with our threats, and then now we're left with no ways to win the game. So, we need ways to deal with things that deal with our threats, which is almost entirely negate. Negate and cancel. So more negates feels like a good idea. Maybe more cancels is correct. Mana doesn't usually seem to be that much of a problem. Maybe cancel's a better idea than negate because it can also be used against, you know, things that we hate. Other things that we hate. Things that are not non-creature spells. I.e. creature spells. If I'm adding 2 more cancels, what am I getting rid of? I do want to keep the Chupacabras. In fact, I should probably have more Chupacabras, to be honest. I would be... Like, I still really like Doomfall. Cryptic Serpent is the obvious cut. But then we're even lighter on threats. And that feels problematic to me as well. Do I have another Rivulet, actually, now that I think about it? Rivulet is also a good answer to control decks. It's only uncommon. I can add that. That's fine. I can cut a Swamp and add a Rivulet. That feels fine. Go, wild cards, go! More Rivulets, yeah. Yeah, I like Rivulet. And then I think Dunes of the Dead is actually probably still a good include. I have now multiple ways to sacrifice deserts. Cool. I don't think I want to cut a Cryptic Serpent because I like having threats, and really these are just placeholders for additional Scarab Gods. So as I get more Scarab Gods, I will replace Cryptic Serpents. In the meantime, what can I cut in order to get more cancels in here? Maybe I'm okay with the amount of counter magic I have. Maybe I can get rid of Opts for cancels. Maybe Opt is just not as good as I want it to be. What was the Daze card that people are playing? Censor. Is Censor good? Maybe I want a Censor instead of an Opt. I can always cycle it when it's not good anymore, right? And that actually works out pretty well with Search for Escanta. I don't know. If I get rid of Doomfall, how does that look? Like, where does that put me? Doomfall didn't do much, to be honest, in the previous match. Maybe I'm better off just fighting with counterspells instead of trying to do stuff proactively like that. That doesn't hurt. So let's add a Censor and another cancel. And then, should I ever get the ability to add more Mythic cards to my deck, I will add more Scarab Gods. But in the meantime, this deck is just going to be subpar. So that's the correct numbers of anything, right? 26 lands, 60 cards total. We're there. This is the deck. Play the deck. You can click a graveyard to browse its contents. Good information. So, Arena Addict, if you're still around, I gather you know a few things about MTG Arena. Can you explain the rank system? Because I sure as heck don't understand it. Opponent goes first. This is enough to be able to Essence Scatter on turn 2. So I probably keep this and hope to draw a third land? That sucks. That real sucks. Can I keep a 2-lander? I kind of think I can't. Can I keep a 1-lander? Answer, no. Well, I guess I'm keeping a 2-lander anyway. Tough life. Oh, land on top. Great. And we go Submerged Boneyard, followed by Island, and then we have both Essence Scatter and Censor up, depending on whatever their game plan is. They're playing Islands, so I suspect their game plan is rather similar to my game plan, i.e., do nothing forever. Which means Censor's probably not going to be a very good card in this matchup, and I can cycle it at my earliest convenience. I mean, I'll keep it for the first couple of turns, just in case they ever do anything. Hey, they had Opts. I do like Opt. It's the blue-white deck. Again, fine. You gonna do something? You gonna play another Opt? Is that what's happening here? I just have to get enough mana to be able to actually cast Hieroglyphic Illumination. That's a mouthful. You're already timing out? Is that really what's happening here? Seems good for me. I'm ready to move on. I don't know about you. Champion of Wits! No thanks. We found a use for Censor, my dudes. Turns out Censor was okay. They tried to cast spells. Ha! Foolish! Why would they think that would be the correct avenue here? Casting spells into open mana. Whew! Now I just have to be able to do something with it before they hit 7. I don't know if that's happening either. But we're definitely casting Opt here. We are 100% going to Opt during their end step, and it's going to be glorious. Search for Skanta. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That gives you an advantage! I don't like it when other people have advantages. Get out of here. Was he going to negate my cancel? Alright, you got me. Censor's good. How's it going, Shadow Mage? People saying things that I'm not seeing? Nah, you're there. Everything's cool. Okay. Let's Opt. I like lands. I guess we play my own Search. I don't really have anything up right now. Yeah, Search, go. And he's just got a free turn at 5 mana, which I'm not happy about, but that's life. Fortunately, he's not doing anything with it, which Yahtzee. So what's up with Search? Island? I like islands. That goes to my library. It's a good place for islands. I want to be able to play islands. And on the assumption that he's not doing anything. No attacks. And end the turn. I'm just going to Hieroglyphic Illumination at the end of his turn, just like he's doing at the end of mine. Fine. Great. And keep on doing them things. Yeah, you can search. It's fine. I'm going to allow it. You can draw. That's also fine. Permission granted. Oh, he's doing something big. Riddle Form. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may have Riddle Form become a 3/3 Sphinx creature with flying, in addition to its other types until end of turn. That's not, like, particularly happy-making, but I guess a 3/3 sometimes is probably okay. Okay, now I can draw cards, or try to draw cards. Unless he counters it, which, I mean... well... What is it? What do we have on top? Dunes of the Dead. Let's just make that go away. So we can draw something more relevant. We need to get to the more relevant things. We need to get to the counters, and we need to get to the Scarab God. Stuff that controls the board is not super relevant at the moment. It's on you, buddy. Case in point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough to play Scarab God and still have counter backup. Also, we don't have the counter backup that we would need. So we need to be at 7, and we need a negate. Or we need to be at 8 with a cancel in order to actually be able to play this card. Because he's going to be doing stuff like this. Yeah, sure. You have a 3/3 Sphinx for exactly never. He always turned his Kazkanta into a thing that draws cards. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to contempt it immediately. It's so much draw. Ugh, that's annoying. I think I still have to contempt it. I can't just sit here and get hit by a 4/4. It's real unfortunate, though. It's too bad there's no pull under or something like that in this format. I would love to give that dude -5/-5. And then it's like, okay, yeah, draw 0 cards and then discard 2. Great. There's that baffling end gone. In addition to a plains. What you gonna give me? Fetid pools. Nah. Sure. Let's transform. Need to draw some cards anyway. It's a Chupacabra. That's not what I was looking for. Ugh. Definitely drawing a card at the end of the turn. Oh, he has the City's Blessing. 5 tap, draw a card. Wild! Yeah, that's likely to give you some advantages also. This only gets you, what? Non-creature, non-land cards. Cool. So it gets me counterspells. Every time I tap this card, I get a counterspell. Feels good, man. Combat, no. Attackers, no. Block, no. My turn. First, do the thing. Oh, gets me a cancel? Don't mind if I do. Alright, I'm still a land away from Scarab God plus backup. Right? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, I'm exactly Scarab God plus cancel backup. What do you have in your discard pile? I still want to wait to try and actually get an activation, because I suspect he's got a full complement of cast outs, etc. Not that there's anything to activate it on at the moment. Irritating. I think I don't play it yet. I think I wait another turn. Like, I wait for him to try and do something main phase. Although, I kind of don't really have inevitability here. What did he draw? He drew Hieroglyphic Illumination. It's fantastic. Alright, I'm still going to end my turn. That's fine. Ooh, Riddle Form became a creature. Maybe. It did not, it turns out. Yeah, you can eliminate yourself. That's fine. Please, continue with the eliminations. What? Okay, I'll take it. I guess he just knew? Or, the only thing that makes sense to me is he decided that he didn't have enough threats in the deck, and that he had drawn enough cards that he was losing the deck size battle that it was inevitably going to end up as. So he didn't have a way to get through my defenses, and he didn't have a way to survive getting decked, because I was going to deck him before he was going to deck me. Or he just didn't want to play this game anymore, because control versus control is a heck of a matchup, my dudes. Let's claim this card. And move on to the next game. I don't think we learned any lessons from that. I think nothing of value was learned. I love the little, like, tribal drum beats they do at the start of each match. That's how you know things are gonna get good. Am I okay with this? This is a lot of life loss early on. I guess my opponent's going first. That's kind of brutal. This is a lot of good early game, though, to make up for the life loss. Maybe I can just keep it. Maybe I can just keep it in hope. Last control deck. Blue-Green Madness is not a control deck! How dare you? I guess we can afford to play a tapped thing instead of a Rivulet. That just means we delay opting. But that's probably okay. Yeah, mongrels making lizards is certainly a game plan. And then you pay 3 mana for a 4/4, because life is good. Yeah, that's mid-range, my dude. That is so mid-range. Circular Logic is still a mid-range card. I don't care what you say. Oh, is it an aggro deck? It's an aggro deck! He's playing freebooters! That's not gonna last. He's probably gonna take Moment of Craving. If he doesn't take Moment of Craving, he's dumb. Let's see if he's dumb. He's not dumb, you guys. He took Moment of Craving. That's probably correct. Alright, I guess let's just take some freebooter damage. Yeah, 4 mana for a 6/6 is beautiful. Let's see how long this freebooter lasts. It's probably going to last a while. A damage a turn until I can finally do something about it. It's going to be a bit. But he knows exactly what I have. Yeah, you can attack. That's fine. So he knows not to play into Censor. I'm not blocking. My turn, huh? Alright, let's opt. Ooh, Might of Oaks is some good tech. I like it. You have a response? You're doing a thing? Do I want a Chupacabra? I need lands. I desperately need lands here. Both of these are problematic. I need the blue more than I need the black. Alright, you get to hit me again with your freebooter. I hope you're happy. What is he doing with his mana? He's got things that he can do. Oh, he probably has Lightning Strike, and he's just not willing to throw it at my face yet. Which is probably correct. Throwing it at my face is not a good idea. Like, it is a thing. It is a play that you can make. So the game is giving him priority, but yeah, it's fine. I'm not attacking. I am ending my turn. Thank you. All right. So what you got? You gonna play more cards? You gonna play some threats? You gonna give me something to counterspell? Ooh, he's playing pirates! We got some tribal pirate action! 3 mana. Captain Lannery Storm, that's not okay. That's definitely not okay. Please never do that again. I will have more than enough stuff to counterspell, I am sure. So I am not worried at all about using Supreme Will as a counterspell rather than a draw spell. You're playing bad cards! Cards that kill me are bad cards! That's absolutely a thing that happens, though. So many people do that. Like, that is definitely part of the Magic experience. People trashing your deck as you're killing them with it. Spectacular. Man, do you remember when pirates existed? I kind of don't. Pirates are such an archetype. Well, now they're kind of an archetype. But, like, for the most part, pirates as a deck, like, never really existed. Like, the great thing that Ixalan has brought to the Magic universe is that a pirate's deck is so much more valid than it used to be. Alright, hit me with a freebooter. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Just right in the face. You know, if you wanted to play pirates back in the deck, you were stuck with crap like a... Alright, well, I guess it's time to get rid of the freebooter, because I have nothing better to do with my time. And he looks like he's trying to be aggressive, so I don't know that he's necessarily going to have that much to do with more amounts of mana. But I recognize that I am leaving myself potentially open for problematic situations. Hello? Oh, he's found Magma Spray. He found Magma Spray. He's gonna shoot it. Alright, that's fine. You kill my dude. That's okay. You kill my dude as much as you want. I don't need my dudes. That's the whole point of this deck. Chupacabra, not really a win condition. Forerunner of the Coalition. What does this do? Enters the battlefield, you search your library for a pirate card, reveal it, shuffle your library, and put that card on top. Whenever another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses a life. Cool. That's definitely not surviving till his next turn. 100% get a moment of craving that instantly. It might be time to Cycle Sensor, though. Might be time to get this out of my hand. Alpha through Homelands came back in MO. What would MO? During Onslaught. Ah, he revealed a Captain Lannery Storm. Okay. So here's the question then. Do I Moment of Craving now? Or do I wait till Moment of Craving is Captain Lannery Storm? Oh, Magic Online. Okay. During Onslaught is a pretty good time to play Magic Online too. Because I want to Cycle Sensor. But I'm kind of not in the best position to do it right now. I mean, I guess we can. And hope I got a land. Hope I get a land. Lands are good. I like lands. I think I Moment of Craving this. No, because the Lannery Storm is going to deal more damage over time than the Forerunner. So I think I do have to wait here and kill Lannery Storm rather than killing the Forerunner. And I'm just going to take the extra hit from the Forerunner dealing me a life, dealing me a damage. Because I think the Captain's a bigger threat. How am I on spells back here? So this, with one more spell in my discard, is going to cost exactly 2 mana, which is great. Yeah, you can attack. That's fine. I'm going to allow it. Wait, that means you're not attacking with this turn? I'm not going to allow it anymore. This is no longer being allowed. Hey, we got a land. So on top of that, do we just play the Cryptic Serpent? I think we do. I rather believe that this is a good thing to do. We still have Negate up. And eventually he's going to play a thing that I can contempt. Maybe I just kill him with 6/5s. Turns out, Cryptic Serpent, good card. Good against aggro. What does aggro do against 6/5s? Not much. Free boot, okay, cool. Would you like my Vraska's Contempt? I think that's the only... Oh, he doesn't care about Contempt? He's gonna take a Negate? Who is this guy? Ah, a guy who's conceding. Well, that's fair. What did we get? What did we get? Show me the... Give me the goods. Give me the goods. It's a common! Hooray! Blinding Fog. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures this turn. Creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. That's cool. Never gonna play it. 100% never gonna put that into a deck. You got in there for another common! Yeah! Eventually it'll start giving me wild cards. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be ideal. That'll be a good time to be alive. It's Tom Scud. He's rank 1. His symbol is so pretty. I have no idea what that means! This is a hand. Keeping it. It's got 3 lands. It's got a bunch of counters. This is exactly what I want, and I will draw everything I need eventually anyway. It is a very big eventually. You're not wrong. What is this? Green-black. Huh. What do I do about green-black? I think I just stick to playing islands, is what I do. Green-black. What does green-black want to do? What does green-black have? What kind of spells am I expecting out of this boy? This green-black boy. Nothing so far. Do I need to... I have both Essence Scatter and Negate up. I guess I want to get this down earlier rather than later. Maybe I can get it down next turn, though. And then have... It kind of doesn't matter? Does it matter? I think I'd rather get it down now and then be able to have 4 up on turn 4. Ooh, he's cycling things. Powerful. What a power move. I am intimidated. Cool. This is looking pretty good for Team Eternal. If near Deadlands. Okay, what does this do? This allows you to just cast additional things? My dude, no. You do not get extra spell casts for things that you don't have to draw. That is not okay. He's not doing anything on his turn. I'm okay with drawing another Essence Scatter. It seems like this is going to be that kind of deck. Do I play Scarab God here? Green-black, right? So what is he going to have to deal with my Scarab God? I think I want to wait until I have enough backup. Oh, I should have censored the thing rather than Essence Scattering. I don't know what I was doing there. I guess I cycle Censor. Like, pretty soon Censor's going to be worthless. I could wait another couple of turns, though. I might Supreme Will at the end of this turn. Oh, no, I just censor this. Absolutely. Sorry, Liliana's Death's Majesty. You don't get to do that. That's not a thing that's okay. I'm definitely Supreme Willing. We have enough mana. No combat. No attackers. No blockers. Do the thing. Give me some cards. I want more lands. Where are my lands? Drowned Catacomb's good. I'll take that. And then next turn... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, next turn I can go Scarab God, leaving Negate up. So I want to use Cancel over Negate this turn, depending on what he plays. Of course, if I could just use Essence Scatter, I'll just use Essence Scatter. As an additional cost to cast, reveal a dinosaur. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So he's got Thrashing Brontodon in hand. Let that be known, guys. Thrashing Brontodon is a thing that exists. I don't care about this. You can go get a land. I'm going to allow it. This is fine. That's your big turn. That's what you're planning on doing? Great. It's time. That's not how you cast that. You use this for colorless. You use this for black. Correct. And then, yes, leaving those lands up. And we have a Scarab God. And depending on what all he thinks he can do with his deck, this might be it. It might just be over. He's also got a Scarab God. Not today, sir. I don't think I can allow that. But thank you. I appreciate the attempts. Okay. Yeah, you got it. My dude is marked for death. Someday, maybe even someday soon, death will come for the Scarab God. And then, oh boy, the Scarab God will need to be replayed. It's such a... I love this game. I don't have anything there. But I can bring back his Vizier, which I'll probably do. Kind of doesn't matter right now. Oh, I can attack. I'll attack. Sure. I guess with enough attacks, I just kill him with Scarab God. That's cool. I have 7 mana up. So not only can I bring something back with Scarab God, I can also counter his thing that is trying to kill Scarab God. Yet no. What did I just say about that? Don't do it. Combat. Attackers. Blockers. There we go. That's correct. That's how that works. That is when you concede the game. Ooh, it's an uncommon. Steward of Solidarity. This is actually not a bad card. It's a little slow, though. But it's good in the red-white deck because the red-white deck rewards you for exerting things. There's like a red-white and 1 3/3 that has, whenever you exert something, deal 1 damage to an opponent and gain a life. So a card like this is actually perfectly suited to that deck. Actually, let's take a look at that. Because I think the red-white exert deck is pretty cool. Like, I think the options that you have and the things that you can do with all these cards are really cool things. And, like, this is the card I was talking about. And it gets real aggressive if you get any more than, like, 2 or 3 cards on the board. It's just that with how good blue-black control is, you're unlikely to get that many cards on the board doing that many things. Like, the real shining point of this deck, right, is this. Which is, whenever you exert a creature, not this creature, any creature, this deals a damage to the opponent, you gain a life. And that on top of, like, good exerting attackers, like Glory-Bound Initiate, or Gustwalker, or Oketra's Avenger. And then Dauntless Aven can even untap things when you attack, so that you don't actually lose them for that turn. Even though they're exerted, they're still just untapped, so you can still use them next turn without having to untap them. Like, I really like what this deck is doing. I really like the options that are available in this deck and the way the things tie together. I suspect it's not good, but I think it's cool. Anyway, let's see if we can't get that next win, yeah? I want to get that pack. I want to open some packs! Opening packs feels like a good thing to do in the stream. Check it out, it's Cause of Panic. Cause of Panic symbol is gold. What does that mean? I have no idea! It's 3 lands, it's card draw. It's not Essence Scatter, but with Moment of Craving and Chupacabra in hand, I'm okay if they're doing an aggressive deck. So I'll keep. We lead with the thing that has to come into play tapped. Next turn we Island, turn after that we Drowned Catacomb. And by Island, I mean Fetid Pools. No. Island. Because I want to have 2 up this turn, just in case. Next turn, instead of Drowned Catacomb, we Fetid Pools. Unless he gives us a reason to... Yeah, look at this. Look at this dude. This dude is playing some blue-black. This is going to be a battle of the... yeah, I can resolve that. This is going to be a battle of attrition. Nothing relevant is going to happen in this game. I wish I had more negates in my deck. This is going to be slow. Welcome to slow games. Moment of Craving is going to be a bad card TM. On the other hand, it's good against the dude that lets you draw power. Or draw cards equal to his power. Like, when you play that, you can Moment of Craving in response to the ability. And instead of drawing 2, they draw 0. Because Moment of Craving leaves his power at 0, which is cool. Hopefully I get the opportunity to show you guys that. I want to have 4 up because I want to be able to cast Hieroglyphic Illumination during his end step. Supreme Will, sure. Do the thing. Go for it. I'm still ending my turn. Yo. Spells. Search for Skanta. I'm going to negate it, and he's going to negate it back. I think that's fine. No, I win that war. That's also okay. Cool. Well, I can no longer Hieroglyphic Illumination, but I'm not sure that I need both of these cards. I kind of want to keep the Desert, though, because if this does go long, I'm going to want to... So I think I cycled this one. I'm going to want to be able to mill him. I'll drop this here. And now we still have enough to Hieroglyphic Illumination. Can I just call this HI? Or Illumination? Or... I don't know what I'm going to call this card, but it's a mouthful. I don't have to say all these things. Draw 2, discard 1? Sure, my dude! This is how you want to spend your mana? Fine! That's so weak! Why would you do this? Why wouldn't you wait? Do you not have more lands? Is that what's going on? Wow, that puts you in a real bad position. What did he discard? Moment of Craving. That makes sense. He still doesn't have lands? Oh boy. That's not where you want to be. Let's begin the search, yeah? Start looking for things. We really need to draw counter magic. Counter magic is the key. Sure, draw cards. I'm happy for you. It's kind of not good, but on the other hand, counter magic isn't dense enough that we can afford to counter draw spells, especially when they are that small. I don't need more lands right now. I'll take Champion of Wits, though. That's good. That's a good draw. That lets me get where I want to be. You gonna let me take my turn? Graveyard. I don't want to draw that land. Is this how I want to tap my cards? Yeah, that's fine. Every card that's left still produces blue. I do, in fact, want to do that thing. I like Dunes. I'm okay with getting rid of Vraska's Contempt. I definitely want to get rid of Chupacabra, because I want to be able to pull it out when I have the Scarab God. I think I want to... God, I want to keep everything else, which I think means I get rid of Moment of Craving. And call it a turn. And I have Contempt up because it exiles. Exile is so good. If you drop Scarab God, I am 100% casting this thing. Come on, drop Scarab God. I dare you. What is this? Oh, he has Never to Return. You're doomfalling me? What a guy. And he got... What did he get rid of? He got rid of... Oh, the other Champion of Wits. That's smart, actually. That's fine. That's wasteful. Turn it into a thing. That's fine. Let's draw a card. I wonder if I can take him down from 20 with just this Champion of Wits. Is this how this life is gonna work? Is this how this is gonna work? Combat. Get in there. Go, Champion of Wits! Do the thing! He's got the moment. Yeah, Moment of Craving. Sure, aces. You got it. No problem. Not a problem at all. It's really fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Do I do it? That'll leave me with 2 mana. Is 2 mana a problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can go up to 7. 2 mana is probably fine. I do, in fact, want to do that thing. I definitely don't need another search. And I'm okay with getting rid of the Ravenous Chupacabra. Maybe I'm okay with getting rid of the Desert of the Glorified. And keep the Chupacabra up just in case. Like, I do have to be able to deal with his threats. Yeah, that's probably okay. Like, I think I have enough deserts right now for Rivulet to do the thing. If that's the way this game is going to play out. What do you Field of Ruining? Oh, you're Field of Ruining my, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Field of Ruin there is probably smart. Okay, I guess that's fine. Not like I can do anything about it. I could tap this if I wanted to. I guess I will. Like, having that extra blue floating just in case. If he does something here, I can cancel. For example... Yeah, okay. Not really sure what else to do about this. Like, this is an annoying card, and I don't know what the best way to deal with it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I found out how I'm going to deal with it, you guys. I don't have counter magic, so we just need to immediately deal with things. Pretty good draw. Of course, he can kill it now and then return it, which means it's gone. Frost's Contempt, also a good card. That's fair. But I have some good cards out too, so I think that's okay. I think I'm in a pretty good place here. Do I want to keep this in hand? Why would I want to keep this in hand? I think I don't. I am definitely going to Contempt a Scarab God if a Scarab God would appear. And I have Illumination to potentially draw into better counter magic should I need it. In a pretty good place here. He's got more cards in his deck, but it doesn't look like it's going to go that deep because I have 2 4/4s out. Scarab God! Or not. Not? No Scarab God? Choosing to not Scarab God? Not like there's much to hit in the graveyards right now. There is a Chupacabra. I guess a Chupacabra's good here. Knocks out my ground-bound 4/4. But this guy, the Glyph Keeper, he's going to be a problem. How many cards is that? Sorry if that whistle was really sharp. 5 cards, then discard a card? I don't think I can allow that. Let's see if I draw cards that let me not allow that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still potentially able to draw cards that let me not allow that. Alright, I guess I'm going to allow it. But now I have multiple Supreme Wills, so it's not looking good for team wants to have a life total above 0. Alright, what did he discard? Evolving Wilds. Seems fair. Hey, he found card draw. That's exactly what he needs right now. Card draw. He looks like a dude who wants to draw more cards. How about he also looks like a dude who wants to take 8 damage? How do you feel about 8 damage? I'm kind of in favor. See, this is a beautiful life total. This is a life total that just screams, please deal 4 damage to me. And I have 2 happy friends ready to give him what he wants. I think we figured out what the cause of panic is. The cause of panic is a 4/4 when you're at 4 health. Yeah, sure. Cycle. Go for it. Let's see what that gets you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 mana left. 8 is a great number. Nezahal Primal Tide. Can't be countered. Amazing. Here's the thing. That doesn't matter. Yo, we did it. We got the cool looking symbol. What does it mean? I have no idea. No clue how the rank system in this game works. None whatsoever. Hey, thanks, Siniku. Whenever Territorial Hamel Skull attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. That seems good. But yeah, we got a pack. Let's open packs, guys. We got a pack of Rivals of Ixalan. This could be really good. Let's see what we got. Bunch of commons. Hey, we got another Chupacabra, just in case I want to put another Chupacabra into the deck. And the big reveal, Awakened Amalgam. Awakened Amalgam's power and toughness are each equal to the different number of differently named lands you control. That's not good. I mean, maybe it's good. It's like a 4-mana 8/8 sometimes. But it's also, like, at best, a 4-mana 4/4 on turn 4, which is fine, but not amazing. And then, sure, it grows late game, but, like, late game, it doesn't matter that it costs 4. I'm not super happy about this. Is the upside. Is the upshot of what I'm telling you. This is probably a fine rare, but it is not going to go into any deck I ever build, ever. None of those decks are the kinds of decks I build. Alright, so what is the next step then? I guess keep playing. Maybe we can win 5 more times and get another pack of Rivals of Ixalan. Let's do it. Scarab God, go! Yo, I'm rank 2 now. What does that mean? Abandon match. I'm not going to abandon the match. You abandon the match. Okay. So we're looking for 3 lands and counter magic. The rest of it kind of doesn't matter. Opponent goes first, so we're on the draw, so maybe this is okay. We'll at the very least be able to negate and or Moment of Craving early. So that's probably fine. Worst case, we can Champion of Wits on turn 3. Probably? Like, we'll probably draw a land within the first 3 turns. This is tenuous. This is a tenuous keep. I'm going to keep it, though. Because I don't want to go down to 6 cards. Ah, it's the mirror. Cool. So we have a lot of time to find all the things that we need. Like, what we're doing right now kind of doesn't matter. And I kind of want to just immediately drop Search for Azcanta on turn 2 and hope he lets it through. Exactly. Like, he's going to do the thing, I'm going to do the thing. It's the thing. Let's do it. Yeah, blue-black is the meta, right? Golden Demise. Unreal. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn if you have the City's Blessing that only does it to their creatures instead of yours. No, I like that card. I want that card. Give it to me. Do I champion here? I could champion. There's not a lot of reason to keep Moment of Craving. Yeah, okay. And on 4, like, there's nothing that I'm really worried about him playing. We lose a Desert, and we lose Moment of Craving. Probably should have kept the Blue Desert instead of the Black Desert. Search for Azcanta actually lets me run more situational cards, which is kind of cool. Oh my god, he's 3-color. He's got white in his deck. This changes things. What is the white for? The white is probably for Cast Out, which he is immediately going to play on 4. Had I realized that, maybe I wouldn't have just ran this guy out into the thing that is going to exile him. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, read the cards. Alright, sure. You have cast out my Champion of Wits. Well, at least I was able to see it coming. No, that's fine. Let's draw the card that it would have drawn me. Let's be at 4, and then we can worry about going Desert next turn. 4 is a good number. Yeah, that's fine. You could do the thing. Because I wanna drop Illumination this turn. Yo, again with the Arch of Araska. How do I get me one of those? Treasure Map, sure. He's spending a lot of cards on stuff that will eventually get him cards later on. Not sure how I feel about that. Like, I'm not sure whether or not that puts him in a better position than me. I think it means I need to be more aggressive with playing cards if he's going to have a better long game than I am. Alright, what am I searching for? Scarab God. I definitely keep that. There is no way I am losing a Scarab God. I do not have enough of them to lose. Alright, drop the Desert. Desert's into play. And I do have the Commit to Memory, but I think I can mill him out, because I've got the Ipnu Rivulet plan, if we let the game go long enough. So my goal now is to get to 7, so I can play Scarab God and still have negate back up. Still ending the turn. It doesn't change. So what is his plan? I mean, his plan is obviously Scarab God, because Scarab God is always the correct plan. Do I think he might also have Return of the Ascension of the Sun, something or other, whatever it is? He might. Interestingly enough, we can commit to get rid of, like, Cast Out to get our cards back, which is cool. I think I'm just ready to take my turn. I do not want that. Entirely uninterested in drawing that card. Although, now that I think about it, I might be threat light enough that that's worth drawing. But, I guess that's not how it's playing out this turn. 47, 42. Wow. Wow. Really? I've drawn that many more cards than he has? That's wild. This is why we need the deserts, you guys. This is why the rivulet is so important. All of his card draw is going to come later, as this ramps up, and as the Treasure Cove ramps up. Yeah, sure, you can scry. Scrying is good. I guess I don't get to know the results of a scry. I don't get to know whether he put it on the bottom or the top. Still ending my turn. You can keep searching. You gonna find anything? Ah, he got rid of the Moment of Craving. Cool. I mean, makes sense. It's not super good for what he's doing right now. For the way that the game is playing out at the moment. Alright, you're doing nothing. That's cool. I'm definitely opting here. I do want Field of Ruin. I absolutely want Field of Ruin. Because I want to get rid of this thing. Alright, what am I searching for? Is it negate, or is it counter magic, or a land? Excuse me? Pre-search for Ascanta, you're tapping mana. You are cycling Cast Out. You are playing Cast Out. You are casting out my search for Ascanta. Because you are afraid I am going to flip it. How about you just let me flip it? Like, would that be so bad? I can keep that. More card draw. And I can transform. Alright. I'm still not playing the Scarab God because I don't have the counter back up this turn. But I can Illuminate this turn. Yeah, you can scry, that's fine. So this is just 3 cards. He's just going to draw cards, which is good for him. But I want to get rid of his Ascanta. Once he finds Ascanta. So I'm leaving my Field of Ruin up to get rid of that, once that is a thing. Of course, I can also leave my Field of Ruin up to try and deal with his card that draws 1,000,000 cards. That's a pretty good card to get rid of, too. The Immortal Sun. What the crap is this? Players can't activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. This is crazy. What the crap is this? I can't deal with this. That's so much card draw. On the other hand, I'm perfectly open to play Scarab God next turn, so that's cool. I guess I allow it. I just really need to draw counter magic. So let's draw some counter magic. Like I really want negate back up right now. None of these things. Fail to find. Boo. Guess just cycle this. Pay blue. You got it. This is what you get for not watching how you tap your mana. Buh. Buh! Alright, well, at least I can Scarab God and then bring something back this turn. God damn it. So bad at letting this game tap my mana for me. I really have to watch out for that. Literally the only thing I can find, so I will find it. And now I'm sure he has some way to deal with the Scarab God this turn. Which, alright, fine. I'm gonna need more water after this. This is really aggressive, but I'm not winning the long game is the problem. Because he's got way more card draw, and I'm sure he has decent threats. Like, something in his deck has to be a threat. Where's your cast out? Hit me up with your cast out. Come on. Unless you're just playing Scarab God this turn. Final reward. Brutal. That was during his draw step? Why? Oh, thanks. Now I get a cancel. That's beautiful. Alright, so here's the question. Do I play my other Scarab God now? Now that I have cancel backup? I probably do. I think I do. And that leaves me with blue... Yeah, those are all things that are fine to leave up. Sure, that's fine. Does he have a counterspell? Does he have an actual counterspell in his hand? Like, does he have a Supreme Will or something? Oh, he's going to try and find one. Like, the more I can make him draw, the better my odds of running him out of cards. Which I think is how this game is going to end, to be honest. He's digging for an answer. That's beautiful. Oh, I should just let him resolve that, sorry. Did you pick your wish? But mother, may I play Scarab God? I may play Scarab God. Wow, thank you. God, tapping mana is the hardest part of this game. Now he's going to transform. That's fine. And then if he hasn't dealt with my Scarab God by the end of this turn, then, I'm sure he will. There's plenty of cards he can draw here. Then we spend mana on removing his Ascanta. And we'll see where this ends up. Because I can't draw and still counter. Main. Yeah, we can go to the main phase. That's fine. Main phase is okay. Man, there's so many answers to things. People keep playing things that destroy my things, and I'm unhappy about it. Every time. I mean, I guess the same can be said in reverse, right? Like, I keep playing things that destroy their things, and I'm sure they're unhappy about it. Yeah, I know. You get to do it. You found a cancel. That's a pretty good card. You don't have a lot of mana up, my dude. You definitely don't have cancel mana up. Which means maybe I wait on Field of Ruin? It's not like I'm doing anything worth canceling right now anyway, though. I think that's okay. What you got, my guy, my dude? It's your priority. Make a play. What do you drop? That's just a white-black land. No combat. That's fine. No attackers. No blockers. Main phase. My turn. Okay, let's do the thing. Where is... Yep, here it is. This is the one. We did it. Victory is ours. Definitely get that island in play. What did he pull? He got a swamp. Okay. I do not want to draw a land here. I want to draw something relevant. Like counter magic. That's counter magic, kind of. Alright, let's send in the clowns. All the clowns. 9 damage worth of clowns. Unless he has farm to table, or whatever that one card is. Which it doesn't look like he does. I'm pretty close to just having him here, so... Cool. I guess let's see where this goes. Sure, you can draw a card. You need to draw an answer, clearly. I'm going to give you the opportunity to draw the answer you're looking for. You have to discard some cards soon. Blue-black are the colors. Everybody's playing blue-black. Alright, main phase. Go, do the thing. Where's your answer, buddy? Where is your solution to the problem I am presenting you? What could he have? He could have another cast out. He could have Ixalan's Binding, which is basically cast out. So white and 3 rather, but white and 2 because of his Immortal Sun. He could have another of the black and 4 exile target creature. He's already run one of those, so he's shown willingness to play more than one of those. How are you doing here, by the way? 31 to 34. So if he doesn't play threats, if we can keep him off killing us, we have this game regardless. We don't actually need threats on the board. The threats on the board will make this quicker, but it's not necessarily going to be the thing that kills him. It kind of doesn't matter, like, creatures on the board or anything else. We've got a bunch of ways to deal with these problems. On the other hand, I'm going to try and keep my stuff alive as long as I can, for sure. Like, just because I still have the advantage in the game, even if I lose my board, doesn't mean I want to lose my board. That's a lot of colors. I wonder what he's casting. Is it the blue 4 can't counter me giant creature? Oh, it's Approach of the Second Sun. I don't need... Oh, gain 7 life is awkward. I guess I do need to cancel that. Okay. So let's find out how to cancel that. With this mana. That's how we cancel that. Let's have you not gain life. You gonna cancel back? He's canceling back. Which means that we can commit his cancel and call it a day. And then our cancel works. And that's game. Let's end the game now, rather than trying to push it later on. Although I do think it's cute that I can deal with Approach of the Second Sun by milling it out. But that's not where I want to go. I just want to kill him. Like, I'm not willing to let this game go that long. I'm just going to punch him in the face. Ah! There it is. That's what we were looking for. Oh, man! We can get wreaths around our icon? How good! Okay, Oh, wait. What is it? A common! Sweet. Another Queen's Commission. Create 2 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink. This is cool. If I were going to be playing an aggro deck, I would be playing the white-black vampires aggro deck, because I like it. Not because it's good, but because I just really like lifelink. And I like that it can be grindy and still win games sometimes, and then also just be super aggressive and flood the board with vampire tokens and make them all huge. It's wonderful. But yeah, thanks. Thanks for the comment. So yeah, we're going to take a quick break and have some music while I'm gone. And I'm going to go refill my water, and then we'll get back into the swing of things. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Let's get this going. So music in this game has been pretty light and pretty pretty not present for the most part. So I think I'm just gonna run playlist music for the rest of the night. And if people have opinions, feel free to let me know. Also, I'm thinking I might want to spend my last rare wild card on another Champion of Wits. I feel like Champion of Wits is a really solid include for this deck. And a card that I would much rather have over Cryptic Serpent. Like, Cryptic Serpent, I feel, isn't doing much for the deck other than just a threat. And if I just need a threat, I'm better off having the Champion of Wits. What else could I cut for it if I wanted to include it? How do I feel about the Censor? Like, I've been able to use the Censor, but I don't think that makes it good. Like, I think I would rather just have Censor be a negate or something. Because negate is really the direction that this deck is headed, right? We've seen a lot of mirror matches, a lot of control matches. We've seen a lot of, like, Approach of the Second Sun, or Seventh Sun, or whatever it is. We've seen a lot of, like, opposing blue-black. So maybe I want to shift this deck more towards being able to deal with spells rather than more general purpose cards. I think that's accurate. I think I want Censor to be another negate, which okay, I can do that. Yeah, I have plenty of common wild cards, that's fine. And I actually think I want to start swapping out opts for duresses. Let's try this and see how we feel about it. See how good duress is. Because duress is definitely something that's going to be geared towards this kind of mirror match, right? Duress is how we deal with opposing spells. And the negate. And I think I do want the extra champion. Like, if I'm going to have a threat that I can run out, it should be a threat that draws me cards. And I'm not sure what the cut is. Maybe the last opt? Probably the last opt. Well, rest in peace, rare wild card. Although, maybe I should have just been improving my mana base. Like, maybe I should just be getting more Drowned Catacombs instead. I don't know. Tough call to make. Mana seems to be doing okay, as long as I pay attention to it. Alright, let's take this into the mix and see how far we get. Yo, why is his symbol gold? My symbol's only bronze. That's not fair. It's 3 lands, it's counter magic. This is a good keep. Should probably move this up so that people can see my deck. Because this number is potentially relevant. What you got for me, buddy? You playing aggressive? You playing control? I'm waiting to see the, It's a swamp! Alright, cool. Ooh, he's also playing control. He's playing the kind of control that we just shifted into. Let's see how well this works, then. Unless this is aggro and he just doesn't have a good first turn play. Elimination, yeah, that's smart. Okay, he knows what he's doing. He's definitely playing, like, the kind of control that we should be playing. Which I wonder if that means that he's just gonna win? Because his deck is better geared to what we're doing? Like, that's a really good decision. Getting rid of my draw spells. Am I doing anything here? Am I cycling the desert? I don't think I'm cycling the desert. I'm gonna not cracking the wilds. Oh, he's low on lands. He needs to draw more lands. Ah, black-white. Fascinating. Where's your blue spells, buddy? Do we duress him back? I guess that leaves us with still the ability to cast anything that we want to cast. So what are you running, my boy? This is Magic the Gathering Arena. This is a new digital version of Magic the Gathering, which, what the heck is this mess? Golden Demise is fine. Settle the Wreckage is probably a problem. Hour of Glory. Exile target creature. If that creature was a god, its controller reveals his or her hand and exiles all cards from it with the same name as that creature. Whoo boy. Chupacabra, Sunscourge Champion. Alright, I see what's happening here. I think we get rid of Hour of Glory and we just never attack with our Scarab God. Yeah, so this is Magic the Gathering Arena. It's a new version of digital Magic the Gathering, which is intended to work very similarly to the way that Hearthstone works. Just black-white, though. Fascinating what this deck is doing. Do I Essence Scatter it? I probably Essence Scatter it. I don't have a way of dealing with it on the board. Well, I found a way of dealing with it on the board. We probably have to draw with Supreme Will now. Because we're not getting lands, and we need the lands. Oh, he's going to Eternalize it, and it's going to be a 4/4. I probably should have just left it out. So, it's not changing the rules of the game, really. What it's doing is changing the business model. This feels like a problem. Maybe we just contempt it. But it made him discard a card, so that's cool. We're on 4. So this costs 3. I want to wait. You did that too? Why? It's a free-to-play Magic the Gathering that lets you buy more cards if you want to buy more cards, but also gives you the ability to earn cards over time. Like, that's great. Alright, you can duress me. I guess I'm going to allow it. Probably takes Supreme Will. It doesn't want me to draw more cards. Alright, time to play a Cryptic Serpent. And get in there with a 6/5. Of course, he's going to have Settle the Wreckage. He has Compulsory Rest already. Oh, I forgot he had the Chupacabra. Okay. Yeah, he's got a lot of ways to deal with my creatures. So I just need to get a Scarab God after he's done all these things that deal with my creatures. I'm definitely negating. That's fine. I don't care about Treasure Map. I will eventually, but I don't care now. Are you going to drop the Compulsory Rest? Okay, I'll counter it. It's fine. I kind of need something on the board right now. Yeah, sure. Like, I've been playing since, God, what have I been playing since? Like, Antiquities? So I kind of feel that, right? It's very different from how it's been playing. But I feel that's more like kudos to Wizards for being able to adapt like that. You know? Like, they've been running on their existing business model for forever. So, for them to be able to switch it up and see that this is a way that people want to play games online, that this is a way to get people into digital Magic in a way that Magic the Gathering Online, the existing MTGO, isn't going to work. Like, I think that's really smart. I think it's a good decision. I mean, whether or not it'll end up being a good decision is hard to see, right? Hard to say. Because no matter how much they streamline the game, it's not going to be Hearthstone. It's not going to be that easy. I'm not going to do that this turn. He's rating to be able to Settle the Wreckage, which is fine. I understand. If I swing with both, I have enough counter backup for both things. I don't have any creatures to pull. Neither does he. So killing this Chupacabra would be great if I can pull it off. Yeah, let's just get in there. Alright, toss me the Wreckage so I can counter it. I'm going to counter your Wreckage. You saw my negate, I saw your wreckage, we're good. Now we're even. Both of us at 1 card, neither of us have any information about each other's hands, and I have 11 power worth of creatures. Seems fair. Like, this is definitely a game that I want to be able to play. I've always wanted to play more Magic the Gathering online, but it just felt like too much of an investment. Like, I don't know that I want to throw, you know, 20 bucks at the game every time I want to draft. Especially when it's online cards that feel ephemeral, even if they are ostensibly yours. You know, and to be able to, like, this is what I wanted out of Hearthstone to begin with, too, right? Like, I just want to be able to play Arena. And that ended up losing its luster. I ended up not playing as much Hearthstone afterwards. But I liked that you could earn your way towards all of the big things in the game. I'm not letting you play that card. Why would you think that's okay? I like that you could earn your way towards all the big things without needing to pay out. Like, you don't need to drop 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 400 bucks in order to get the deck that you want to play. Get in there, everybody. Yeah, make your blocks. I understand. So yeah, I'm on board, I think, is the upshot of what I'm trying to say here. Like, to summarize, I think it's smart. Because I think this is the way that people want to be able to play this kind of game. What you got, buddy? You got another Settle the Wreckage? Is that the answer? Oh, you found some Contempt. That's not going to save you, is the problem. You're still going to be dead. Let's animate the Chupacabra first. And cycle this. Yeah, that's correct. We got there, guys. We did it. We did the thing. Captain's Hook! I wonder if this is Captain Hook's Captain Hook. Captain's Hook. Captain Hook's Captain's Hook. Wow, that's actually really hard to put together. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, has Menace, which means that it has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures, and is a pirate in addition to its other creature types. Whenever Captain's Hook becomes unattached from a permanent, destroy that permanent. That's great. That's great. So if you pull it off of somebody's hand, they just die. They just collapse. Beautiful. Alright, well, we gotta get at least 3 more wins before the stream is out. Because I gotta get that deck. I gotta get that, pack. That's the word I'm looking for. Pack. Gotta get more packs. Gotta increase the size of my collection. Aggressive decks. Aggro. I'm rank 2 now. What does that mean? It's a mystery. This is a beautiful hand. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is, I mean, this actually, now that I think about it, could be a lot better. We don't have any counter magic. We can play an early champion, but we can't stop our opponent from doing whatever it is they're doing. I'm going first. Maybe that's okay. Since I'm on the play, I can get to 3 mana. That's probably alright, and I'll just have a thing. And if they play stuff out, then I'll just Chupacabra something, and that's kind of okay too. I mean, if they're the same kind of deck that I am, then my starting hand really doesn't matter that much. Ooh, they're Merfolk. Okay. I'm not doing anything this turn. Next turn, I definitely am running Champion of Wits out there. And hoping to get up to Chupacabra. Mist Cloaked Herald can't be blocked. Wild. All right, let's run the champion out. I do, in fact, want to draw cards equal to its power. I want Negate. I want all of these. I want not Cryptic Serpent, I think. Cryptic Serpent is big, but I want the other things more. I need the lands. I guess I can afford to get rid of one of the lands. We can get rid of Dunedin. Am I okay on mana types? Maybe I can afford to get rid of the Submerged Boneyard. I probably can. Why do I want Dunes more than I want Submerged Boneyard so that I have 4 next turn? That doesn't matter that much. I don't think this is a game where Dunes of the Dead is going to matter much. So I can be okay on 3 next turn and just run out another Champion of Wits, or just leave mana up for Supreme Will. Probably leave mana up for Supreme Will. Like, I don't want to let him do crazy things like this over and over and over. Yeah. I'm just going to leave the mana up here. Stay on D. Block the Merfolk Mistbinder. This can't be blocked, so I'll have to deal with that eventually, but that's what Chupacabra is for. And he's going to play more cards this turn for sure. So we try to stop him from playing cards. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them can't be blocked. That's your entire turn, huh? How about let's not? Negate's gonna be bad here. This is the problem. I should have pitched Negate. I could run out another champion. I think I need to Chupacabra the Mistbinder, though. And I guess the Champion of Wits gets in there because I can't block the Herald anyway. River Sneak can't be blocked. Whenever another Merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay, that's fair. Those are entirely fair things. So I'm not going to be able to block any of his stuff, which means I've got to be able to deal with this. Time to draw Cravings. Oh no, he found another Mistbinder. That's unfortunate. Definitely running this out. Leaving the mana up. Leaving mana up in such a way that we have all of the kinds of mana that we might want. Let's take that action. And I feel quite happy with getting rid of Duress and Negate. And now we have Contempt up. I can't block anything except for this, and if that's, I'm happy to have that run into the Champion of Wits anyway, so send in the team. Try to get some damage on him, because this may end up being a race. And we'll see where we end up. And if he does anything relevant this turn, I can scatter it, which is cool. On the assumption that everything he does that's relevant will be creatures. That may be a little bit of a generalization. Like, if he now has a spell this turn and I just toss my Negate, that's real bad news. I probably should have just tossed the Duress and the Search, kept Negate. Search isn't going to get played this turn, this game. Enters the battlefield with Explorers, fine. You can explore. You can draw lands. I'm okay with this. The real threats are Mistbinders or more things that can't be blocked. Like, I'm just taking 5 here. He's not going to run the Mistbinder. He attacked with a Mistbinder? Who is this guy? Are you kidding? Why would you let me do this? That's not smart. That's why. Because I lost the Negate. Man, stupid. I should have pitched the Duress and the Search and kept the Negate up. Like, of course he's going to have something, right? Unfortunate. What do we leave up now? We definitely need to kill off the Mistbinder. These two are unblockable, so we can go in with, say, the Chupacabra. Since he's only going to have one thing that we have that we can block. And then I'm just going to do this. I'm leaving up Essence Scatter just in case. They can't be blocked. These can't be blocked anyway. That's fine. I'm just going to Contempt the Mistbinder. Like, I can't do both is the real problem, right? I want to be able to Contempt and Essence Scatter, but I can't this turn, which sucks. But Contempt is more important here. And then this gets to block here, which is nice. It still takes some damage, but now I have a potential another Champion of Wits to come up. These two are still unblockable, which is a problem. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with that. Do I have the right desert? I don't. I only have the blue desert. That's real unfortunate. Okay, well. Tap that for colorless. Let's get Search out there. And hopefully on my next turn, I'll be able to do a thing and live. No attacks. I didn't draw a very good defensive hand. Also, I made a mistake, right? Like, I made an actual play error. So some of this is on me, for sure. I cannot take all that damage this turn. That would kill me. That would be bad. I'm still pretty much dead here, though. Graveyard. I do not want to draw that cancel. Sure, transform. Give me more mana. Because I'm dead here anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God, there's no 1-mana spell that I can draw that that keeps me in this game. So I can Eternalize this, leaving up Rivulet, sure. Because I didn't pay attention to the mana. Not that it matters. None of this matters. He got me. Completely fair. Like, I made mistakes. I don't deserve to win that match. Be aware that Merfolk runs combat tricks. Potentially a thing I need to pay attention to. 4. Champion hieroglyphics. I guess that's okay. God, this feels like the same problem as before, right? All we have is Champion of Wits. So we're not doing anything in the first 2 turns. We don't even have, like, Essence Scatter or anything. My opponent's going first. I can't keep this on my opponent's going first. I have to have some kind of... I have to have something I can do! I guess with 2 hieroglyphic eliminations, it's getting a little better. I don't want a desert on top. I want business. That's not business, you guys. Yep, he's opting, sure. I'm gonna cycle this because I need to draw something relevant. I still have nothing relevant at the moment. That's not a relevant thing. That's kind of relevant. It's probably good enough for me to now sit back and then wait for turn 4 to actually cast Illuminations. Like, especially if he's not doing anything, which it doesn't look like he is, I really can just sit back and the stuff that I do for the next, 5 or 6 turns kind of doesn't matter at all. Yo, he didn't even get a land? Brutal. I kind of want to wait to cast Hieroglyphics before, like, if he has Negate up, I want him to spend his mana first. Exactly. He's drawing a card and then discarding a card. God, that's so bad. Because I don't care what he's doing on 4. So if he's going to 4 here, like, that's fine. I just didn't want him to have anything to be able to deal with my stuff. Can I just play the Scarab God? Not on 3. What do we... 2? Crypt Grunt is still expensive, so we wait. And then when we're on 7, we have Scarab God and Negate, so that's a good time to try and cast. Desert of the Mindful. So that's a good time to cast Desert of the Mindful, I think. Alright, I mean, this is where we can try it. He's got a handful of business, but we can try it here. Is it early? Is it too early to try this? I could wait until I like draw into a duress, or wait until he tries to do something. On the other hand, he's kind of stumped for mana right now, so maybe now is as good a time as any. Leaves 2 blue up. Yeah, okay. Give it a shot. I mean, he's probably going to Essence Scatter, and then on the gate, and then he'll Essence Scatter again. Oh, he's got the negate. Okay, cool. Yeah, I probably should have waited there, given that I know he has nothing but business in hand. I'm on 3 here. So this cost me 4? Is this worth trying to run out? I don't have any kind of counter backup. It's probably not worth it. All he's drawing is business. They finally drew a land. Sure, you can search. Champion? Do that thing, in fact. We don't need Moment of Craving. We do need Vraska's Contempt. We probably don't need Deadlands. I think we need Deadlands less than we need everything else in the hand. Cool. What is this? 4 now. So this is going to cost 3. How's the search going? Pretty. He's almost there. He's almost found Azcanta. Which is potentially a problem. Can't be countered. Holy hell. That's problematic. Well, I guess we're just going to put it into Contempt. Please be contempted. The timing on this is not right. Wow, I'm dumb. I should have done this during his end step. This is actually really good. Huh. Maybe I should be running this instead of one of the Cryptic Serpents. Like, in this situation, it's wild. Here I am playing around with Duresses and Negates, like... I could just be... I could just have Nezahal. It just wins all the games. At least I get to attack this turn. What? Oh no, it's his turn. Haha, I'm dumb. Oh, comes to play tapped. Cute. But I want to block. This is cheap. So I could double block here. That's cool. His threat has been negated. No attacks. And if I double block and he kills off my champion, then I get to eternalize it, which is great. It might be time to dig, actually. I'll dig during his end step. Like, I need to find, not necessarily an answer to Nezahal, but, like, something to give me some kind of advantage here. He kind of has the advantage, and he's drawing more cards than me. Yeah, of course he's not going to attack my board. He's just going to wait and draw cards every time I cast a non-creature spell. Maybe I don't do a thing yet. No attackers. This can put it back on top of his deck. I don't know where that gets me. Yeah, letting him cast his Kanta. Not like I had a choice at the time. Oh, and he gets a cancel. That's good. Good for him. He's probably got this game. This is a bigger deal than I thought it was going to be. Like, I need him to attack into my dudes. That's my out. Because at the moment, it doesn't look like I have a chance to get enough counter backup to get out Scarab God number 2. Oh, Chupacabra's good. That'll cost him some cards. Is it worth trying to cast? I guess he just counters it, right? It's probably better than not trying to cast it. And if he has to do the discard 3 cards for it, that's good for me. I mean, most likely just Essence Scatters it. Oh, he used the actual cancel. Wild. He has the mana. Supreme Will is bad. I just need to pitch it in order to draw more cards. Can I do that now? How do I want to do this? Yep, you get to draw a card. I get it. Do I want any of these? I guess I want the Contempt more than I want anything else. No, I want the Chupacabra. Well, I'm still not attacking here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cancel, cancel, cancel. No attackers. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana up to actually Chupacabra again. I tapped my mana incorrectly in order to be able to do that. He found an Essence Scatter. Well, this Chupacabra's not doing much. On the other hand, I still have the Rivulet. Like, maybe I just run him out of cards. Maybe we just sit looking back and forth at this Nezahal and just don't do anything relevant for the rest of the game. In order for that to be true, though, he has to never draw a Scarab God. On the other hand, I have potentially better ways to deal with Scarab God than to deal with Nezahal. And running the Chupacabra into his Essence Scatter doesn't seem like a good way to deal with these things. So I probably pass here? Just move it along? Yeah. Yeah. God, he's got such an advantage right now. He found an Opt! Cool. Yeah, I don't know what my win condition is, to be honest. I'm not sure where this goes from here. I am glad, however, that Azcanta cannot get him Scarab God. So we're looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards that he's looked at with Azcanta right now. So like the bottom 9 are... I can still end the turn, yes, that's fine. The bottom 9 are all things that I might have to worry about. Well, like, if he wants to draw Scarab God, he is eventually going to have to stop using Azcanta. Or just hope that it gets to be on the top of his deck. Like, in the 1 out of 5 range. Boo. I don't want that to happen. That makes me unhappy. What do I do about that? Do I commit it? I try to commit it. But then it's like, he's just gonna get it right back. I guess I have to let this go. He's attacking, my dude. I don't believe it. Well, I'm not blocking. That's pointless. No blockers. I'll take some damage. We found something. How do I want to tap this mana? That's probably fine, actually. Let's see if we can do things here. Apparently that's fine. Surprising. I think I can pitch commit. And I kind of want to just pitch the Chupacabra. But that's probably wrong. I want to be able to duress and hieroglyphics. Maybe I pitch the hieroglyphics because draw is not actually that good here. So now we duress and see where that gets us. What else have you got in hand, buddy? Sure, draw the card first. Oh, I have to allow it. Okay, sure. I'm going to allow it. Here we go. He's got a Scarab God, which means good thing we kept Essence Scatter. Definitely stop him from playing Negate to counter my Essence Scatter. Like, if I pull Essence Scatter, then I can cast Chupacabra. But that's actually not that good because his thing dodges anyway. So I pull Negate so he can't counter my Essence Scatter later. And then I guess I just play this into his Essence Scatter? I'll probably just play this into his Essence Scatter. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna send with the Cryptic Serpent. Because the way is open, so I might as well take it. And if he wants to attack into my Champion of Wits, I am happy to block. Oh. It's on me. Why is it on me? I keep not realizing that it wants me to respond to his thing. Too much Hearthstone. Looking through my deck, deciding whether or not he can cast his god. He still has the advantage, for sure. On the other hand, if this goes long enough, I can run him out of cards. For it to go long enough, I'm going to have to be doing a lot more work than I'm currently doing. What does his discard pile look like? A lot of opts, a lot of commands. Oh, walk the plank. Wild. He's got that pull from tomorrow. What a card. Again with the Vraska's Contempt, I guess that's fair. Yeah, alright, hit me for 7. Alright, I guess we start doing this thing. Let's see how far this gets. Because I also still have to stay alive through this Nezahal. He's got a Glyph Keeper in there. Crazy. Wonder if I like his take on the deck better than I like my take on the deck. It's like, we have a lot of the same cards, but he has room for stuff that I don't have room for, and I'm not sure what exactly the difference is. A lot of stuff that I'm not including. Glyph Keeper or whatever. Oh my god, you can just embalm it here? Didn't I do this during your... Unreal, I didn't do this during his end step. I just did it during his main. Why? Why? Submerged Boneyard. This is not going to get me anywhere. Yeah, I think we're just dead. So what could we be doing differently? Like, what am I doing differently that he had such a big advantage on me? Felt like he had such a big advantage on me. First off, I do want to get Nezahal in here. Nezahal is wild in the mirror. It completely never occurred to me, and I don't know why. Out a Cryptic Serpent. I'm not sure how many Scarab Gods he's running. It looks like he's running a lot of the same cards. Like, maybe he's not running Moment of Craving? We're definitely running into a lot less aggro. Maybe Moment of Craving's not that good. But, like, we still need it against decks like Merfolk or whatever. And we don't have a sideboard. Maybe I can afford to cut some Supreme Wills, because I have, like, this is a lot of 3-drop counter spells. Supreme Will has that card draw attached to it, though, which is nice. I mean, why not just put in cards that I want to draw? That's always the question, right? Because it's always just draw one. It's an impulse. What else could I put in? What else did I see from him that I was like, oh, I don't know how to deal with that? He was searching for Amonkhet just like I was. That's fine. What was that land? This one. I have 2 of these? Man, put this in. I think I can afford to run this. Maybe I'm a bit heavy on the deserts? I think I want another Field of Ruin if I can swing it. Do I have another Field of Ruin? I have exactly 1 Field of Ruin. But I have wild cards! There's so many good lands out there. Like, Field of Ruin is a good card. And now I'm at 28, which means I need to get rid of 2 more lands. It's probably Island Swamp. I like If Near Deadlands a lot, to be honest. And I really feel like... No. I don't need to be playing these desert games if I just have Nezahal to win the mirror. I don't need to try and mill them out. I do like 1 Rivulet still in the deck for the Approach of the Seventh Sun, because I think this is a cute one of Silver Bullet out against that, given that I know where it's going to be in their deck. So let's get islands. Let's get another island in here. Is this better? Is this where I want to be? Like, do I still need Commit to Memory? Is Commit to Memory overkill? Is Commit to Memory better off just being a counterspell? The fact that Commit also hits non-land permanents seems like it's good. Right? Like, I can hit a Cast Out or something and get my Scarab God back. Should I be running Evolving Wilds? Is Evolving Wilds worth putting into this deck? Probably not. I mean, it means that I'll have less land draws later on, so maybe that's good. Evolving Wilds feels a little weak. Like, I'm annoyed. I'm too annoyed it comes into play tapped card. So what are my numbers at right now? 60. So if I want to make any other changes, I have to remove a card. What do I want to remove? What do I want to add? The 5/3 dude is pretty sick. But honestly, I just want to be able to run more Scarab Gods. The 5/3 dude I have, though, so maybe that's good. Nezahal, what a boss. More Contempt is probably where I want to be. Not that I have the wild cards for it. I think I'm happy with the current champion count. Chupacabra, like, I feel like I need all of these in some number, right? Like, maybe I'm a little... Maybe I don't need the Duresses? Like, can I really rely on my one of Nezahal to win that game, rather than, like, using Duress in order to get outs? Maybe Duress isn't relevant with the negates? What would I replace it with? I could toss in another negate, just to be able to fight back in the mirror that much harder. I'm kind of on board with that plan. Moment of Craving, not that important. I feel like more card draw is really where I want to be. Maybe I just want the opts back in. Maybe I want to negate into cancel. And then just be ready to toss Supreme Wills earlier. And get the cards I'm looking for. Because, like, I really need to be able to draw into the Scarab Gods and draw into Protection. I feel like Negate is going to be better for me than Duress. I'll keep one Duress in, I guess. Like, it's also a good way to sort of feel out what I'm running into, right? Like, having that extra knowledge of what's in their hand, that's really nice. Kind of a security blanket. It's probably not something I need to be doing, though. This deck is probably okay without Duresses, especially given the existence of Nezahal. Do I want that 5/3? Is that good? Nezahal is really what won in that game, more than anything else. Nezahal and the ability to fight all of my... Like, he just had the counters to deal with the stuff that I was trying to do. Like, getting Ascanta down early. And then, yeah, I think the discard just isn't that good compared to the other things that I could be doing. I could just have another cancel for the mirror. And I'm definitely running into the mirror more often than I'm running into anything else. How many Supremos do I have? So no matter what I do, I'm going to need another wild card. Let's wait on it. Let's just keep the Duress in for now. See where that gets me. It is a first turn play. No, I could keep an Opt. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get an Opt. Nope, that's not the thing. Opt. Alright. 3 more wins. That's the goal. Ooh, he's rank 1. That means he's probably running control. This is a hand. I'll keep this. This is fine. This is, as they say, business. I'll be extremely surprised if he's not some variant of blue-black. Well, there's the swamp. Ooh, black-white. Where's the blue? Dusk Legion Zealot. You got it. Yeah, sure. Do that thing. Get your 1/1. That's fine. You're gonna hit me for 1 a bunch of times? More power to you. You really feel like this is gonna accomplish something? Keep at it, man. Good luck. Are you just playing vampires? Is that what's happening here? Take it. He's just playing vampires. My dude, I can't believe it. Alright, 1/1 vampires with lifelink, sure. I'm gonna cycle this. I'm gonna get some blue in this deck. That's blue. Chupacabra also potentially better. Now we have defense. Of course, now he can just run things into me without worrying about counterspells, which means he's probably going to have 2 of the vampire buffers. You ready? It's going to be 2 of the dudes that make vampires stronger. Oh! He's binding my Chupacabra! What a day to be alive! That's fantastic. That means I really don't have to worry about anything. Okay. Sure. That's fine. I will wait. Now I have double Essence Scatter. I can only cast 1 of them, though. I'm definitely going to Essence Scatter a creature here. Assuming he finds a creature to let me Essence Scatter. Sure, get your hits. If he really doesn't cast anything here, I will be so impressed. He's thinking about it. God, I can't even counter it. All he has is tokens, and all I have is Essence Scatters. Miserable! Alright, you got it. Yeah, get your tokens. Jeez. Alright, so what am I doing with my mana? Am I just playing the Scarab God here? That's so dangerous. I have no backup. Am I contempting? I think I just hold up mana, and I cast Moment of Craving when it becomes relevant. 4, 5, 6. I need to get to 8 if I want to cast Scarab God with Cancel Up? Jeez. When Legion's Landing enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, transform. And it transforms into a land that creates tokens. Wild. Okay. I think I let him have that. Because I want to be able to keep my Scarab God alive. More than I want to stop him from making 1/1s. He's got so many 1/1s. Alright, yeah, come on in. It's fine. Adanto, the first fort. Wild! Okay, well, we definitely do this. And give me some life back. Maybe I should have Contempted there instead? Just to use my mana better? God, that's a tough one. You gonna play a creature spell ever? Well, there's the negate. If only I had another land, I'd be perfectly happy to play Scarab God into this. Unfortunately, I don't. Oh, I should probably Field of Ruins as Adanto. Well, whatever. How important is it that I Field of Ruins this? Probably pretty important. I can't just get overrun. I should have done that earlier, even. Like, I should have done that right when it transformed. I had the mana left up, too. I could have done it. 5, 6. I'm taking 6 here. And I'm gonna Contempt something? Is that accurate? Am I actually gonna Contempt something here? I feel like I have to. On the other hand, if he lets me Essence Scatter, I'll Essence Scatter. God, I should have just Essence Scattered the first one. Who knew? I honestly thought there was going to be something else besides just spells the whole game. I'm so behind. This hurts. What you got, buddy? Nothing? Pass the turn? Play another creature spell? Alright, Moment of Craving is good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still 6! Ah! I guess I have Contempt and Moment of Craving here, so that's fine. Fine. It doesn't show me the mana when it's not my priority? That's lame. Oh, I found a Legion Lieutenant. Nope. This is going to be a real pain to fight through. We are not doing too well here. Now I'm tapped out. Now's your chance. Do the thing. Whatever thing you were going to do, go do it. Ooh. Okay. God, that's brutal. Wow, that's brutal! I don't understand. How did we get to this place? How did this happen? How did we get beat by vampires? just had the wrong counter spells. Just had Essence Scatter instead of anything relevant. Wow! Brutal. What a brutal game. I guess I should have just ran the Scarab God out there anyway earlier? Maybe? I don't know. That's so tough to... I don't think we can survive this. There's no way to survive this. Yeah, okay, it's over. Good game. Man, he beat me. He got beat real bad. Man, who knew? I didn't think vampires had that kind of legs. Like, I didn't think vampires was that good of an archetype. I didn't think vampires could ever win this matchup. Is the real way that I'm supposed to phrase that. Not even 1 out of 10. I mean, I guess there's always luck, right? I am happy to be able to play Search on turn 2 rather, so I'll keep this hand. This hand is mediocre, but I'll keep it anyway. As long as I can get into a land by turn 3, I will have counter backup, so that's fine. Which I suspect I'm going to be able to do. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, it's Merfolk again. Cool. Alright, well, we definitely need lands here. Blue, black, green. What is this deck? Sure, you got a Zealot. Man, all these people just running Zealots out there. I disapprove. I want that land. Please draw it for me. Alright, attack me with your 1/1. That's how this is going to play out, huh? I'm waiting to see the white. I'm waiting for this to be another Vampires deck. Really? Nothing? Do I draw then? Do I try and draw with Supreme Will? Do I just give it up? What am I doing next turn? Probably nothing. Yeah. Let's get some lands. On the other hand, if the Scarab God comes up, I have to pick it, which kind of blows. Oh! Brutal! Well, I guess that's as good a time to have the negate happen as anything else. During his end step. Graveyard. Please draw me a land. Oh, we found it. So we still have cancel and negate here, so that's good. He's gonna hit me for 1 again. Wild. Take it. Hit me for 1, that's fine. Still want lands. I will keep that. That sounds fine. I don't think I need to spend a card to deal with this right now, so I'm okay with just hanging back. Leaving up negate and cancel until I draw both lands and Scarab God and can do the thing. Yeah, you get to wilds. It's fine. You get a land. I'm going to allow it. And I'm still ending my turn. Sure, hit me. Incredible. I'm really feeling the effects of your Dusk Legion Zealots. Oh my god. No. Like, I just don't care. I hope I get a land here so I can play Chupacabra and knock out one of these Zealots and stop taking damage. He's gonna Essence Scatter it, but that's okay, you know? Yeah, okay. Keep it. Let's tap this for 1, let's tap this for 1, let's tap this, and let's tap this, leaving up some amount of mana so we can Chupacabra away a Zealot. This is my life. I am casting a... Yep, there it is. Nope. Sorry, buddy. I do not want to get pinged to death by Zealots. And if he takes this opportunity to run out this god, then I still have Vraska's Contempt up, so I'm fine. Oh! Alright, the plank has been walked. How's it going, Shadowed? Welcome back. Not a lot has been going on here. We're facing some control mirrors and coming out the worst for the most part. Do I want to cancel? I don't think I do. I think I want something other than a cancel. Like another search for Ascanta. Yeah, that's exactly what I want, thanks. Dude, pizza. Aces. I would order pizza too. God, now I'm hungry. Shadowed, how dare you? This is your fault. You can attack me with your zealot? Sure. I got it. Alright. I think that's okay. I think I'd rather draw something else. Sure. I'll draw a draw spell. I'm okay with that. Like, if he's gonna not do anything, then I'm gonna not do anything. That's fine. I'll just draw more cards. I like drawing cards. Quick start playing CSD too. That'll help. I guess it's my turn, so I guess it's time to cast... Time to tap mana correctly. And cast Hieroglyphic Illumination. You gonna negate it? Where's the negate? Show me the negate! Unreal. Nope, that goes into my library. I'm definitely keeping that card. Good transform. I like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite there. If I do this, then I cannot counter back. I need to have another land before I can do that. So maybe I drop the other Search for Ascanta and then just never transform it to help me dig? Is that really what I'm doing? Am I really playing another? I guess. I want more lands. Yeah, alright. Give it to me. And I just have to remember to not transform it. See if we can make this work. Sure, hit me for 1. Again. Just 20 times. Would you order me a pizza? Yeah, just stick your address in chat. We'll order you a pizza. Don't stick your address in chat. Please do not do this thing that I am asking you to do. You've got to search for Ascanta too? I probably have to counter that. I think I have to counter that. It's a land, but now I don't need a land, I need counter magic. So I guess Graveyard. Decline to transform. Sure, I'll take this. Where is your counterspell now, Supreme Pineapple? God, his name even sounds like a pizza! Synchronicity. I would like to do this thing. I would no longer like to do this thing. Let's decline that action. He almost got me. I almost got. Oh, I could Deadlands this thing. Why have I been sitting around taking damage from it when I could just get rid of it? The dumbs. How long have I had this card out? 2 turns? 3 turns? 4 turns? How long have I been just letting him hit me? What the crap is this? This is card draw. I don't like it. Alright, whatever. I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to Eternalize the Champion. That's going to be my solution for this. That can go to the graveyard. That's not the kind of counter magic I want. Well, no, that's actually fine, but that's expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's gonna go to the graveyard. Decline. Draw a card. That's counter magic, kind of. I do want to draw now. Alright, I don't want the opt. I want everything else. Which means I get rid of... I have to keep Contempt. Supreme Will is losing efficacy as time goes on. I want the land, though. Is the land the best toss? I think the land is probably the best toss. And now the way is clear. You may do what you will. As long as what you will doesn't include a Scarab God. Because if you play a Scarab God... Oh, that's probably pretty good for you here. I'm going to Contempt it. I guess instead you're going to play a Chupacabra. That's fine. 6, 7. Jeez, I need lands here. I really need a land here. Graveyard. I'm not going to play one of those. Decline. Draw a card. Good, I got the land. That means I can play Scarab God and not feel bad about it. Sorry, tapping this. Oh, that taps for blue. I didn't even realize. Wild. Tapping this. And tapping this. So I want... Yeah, that's fine. Those 3. If you negate this... Yeah, okay, well... I want it. Please let me have the spell. And just hope he doesn't have a Contempt in hand. Please no Contempt? He definitely has Contempt. I'm definitely getting Contempted here. Oh, really? You're gonna kill it that way? How many moments of cravings do you have in your hand? You're actually gonna... What is happening here? My entire world is topsy-turvy. He just gave my 5/5 -2/2. As if that was going to accomplish something. And then the shame concede. Oh. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's how I want all my matches to end. Raider's Wake. Cool. This is amazing. Whew. Alright, keep this going. I think we got time for one more. God, the shame concede. I love it. His thing is gold! How do I get mine to be gold? I want mine to be gold. I guess I need the wreaths first. And then I can try and work my way up to being gold. I wish I knew what the ranks meant. Like, how to achieve... I understand how to make the symbols change. I don't know how to make them silver or gold, unless it's just the next level past bronze is silver or gold. But, like, how does rank change? What does rank 2 mean versus rank 4? What does that indicate about someone? It's a complete mystery. We have no answers. The answers have evaded us. I'm happy with this start. My opponent goes first. Maybe I'm less happy with this. There's no defense in this hand, right? Like, I don't have the Moment of Craving. Which I kind of want. God, maybe I need to start running Zealots. It's definitely a way to streamline my deck. I'll try it. I'm going to get more card draws anyway. Chief Bubble. Ooh, it's dinosaurs! Okay, well, it's a good thing we have an Essence Scatter here. He's playing dinosaurs, you guys. He's actually going to play dinosaurs. Finally, this is the first time I've been able to play against dinosaurs with a control deck instead of my stupid aggro vampires deck. I'm really excited to see how this plays out, because I think I have a pretty big advantage, but, like, I'm not positive, and I gotta see... What? Red-green merfolks? What? What? What did you find? You found a merfolk scout. Okay, cool. And you've put it into your discard pile. Okay, great. Now we have Essence Scatter. So let's see what he plays. He's got a 3-2 out, which is a problem. We do need some defense against this. I guess Champion of Witch might be my defense against that. That's not right. You can attack, though. I'm going to allow it. This is where we raw cycle Illumination, because we don't have time to play around. He's going with aggressive creatures here. So we're really better off... Okay, do it again. Just cycling this for one and getting through the deck a little bit, rather than trying to find 4 mana to pay for the full spell. This seems poor. Chupacabra. Cool. Well, I know what my turn 4 looks like. Can I afford to play Champion of Wits here? I feel like I can. And then on 4 mana, what's he going to do on 4 mana? There's actually some really big dinosaurs on 4 mana. Maybe I can't afford to play it. I guess I can, and then Chupacabra into something. Like, I don't know what my worry is, right? Like, what am I afraid of? Like a 4-5 or something. But then I just Chupacabra it and I'm okay. And I kind of need to stop the bleeding here. I guess he just bolts this, and then plays like a huge thing next turn, and I'm exactly where I was. But at least the bolt's out of his hand. He's not going to bolt me. Oh, cycling. Okay. I will take that action. And I'm getting rid of this, and I think I'm getting rid of the other hieroglyphs here. I'm not sure whether or not I need to keep Negate, but pitching Negate against Merfolk before ruined me. Not that this is actually Merfolk, but it might still have the same kind of spells. I guess I pitch Hieroglyphs, yeah. Because, like, I have things that I want to play, and I can't just, like, mess around with leaving mana up for Hieroglyphs. Like, I don't have that kind of time. Finding 4 mana to spare seems unlikely. I suspect that if I ever do manage to get Scarab God down, even without backup, there's nothing he can really do. I don't know how a red-green deck deals 5 damage to a creature. I guess with one of the fight cards, like, he just makes the dinosaur run into it. Oh. That's huge. I'm taking 6 damage here. Unless he doesn't exert it. He's exerting it! Cool. Well, there's Scarab God. So the question here is, do we Chupacabra? And I think the answer is no. Because I don't need to. Like, I have blocks. I have good blocks. I am worried about what he's going to cast next turn, so I want to leave Counter Magic up. But I don't have the ability to do that. Maybe I just leave Magic up. And then I Supreme Will if nothing happens. I think I like that plan. I guess I found the 4 mana for Hieroglyphs, you guys. Maybe I should have kept it. Regardless, okay, no matter what happens, I am playing Supreme Will this turn. Ordered! Wild. Congratulations, my dude. Your pizza will come in 45 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna be snacking after this stream is over. Can't stack too hard, though. I gotta get to bed sooner rather than later. Alright, what you got? Hit me with them spells. Are you just gonna bolt my thing? 3 damage? Champion of Wits? 3 damage to the face? No? Undo? Big undos? Good play, good play. Solid choices all around. Tap mana, untap mana. Pretend nothing ever happened. What is this? What is this shenanigans? Channeler Initiate. Put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature you control. Is he just gonna make a 3/4? I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this at all. I think I counter it. Like, he could drop the counters, the -1/-1 counters on the Uncroft Crasher. And then just have a 3/4 for 2 mana, which is wild. Alright, what else you got? Attacks? Running the Branchwalker into my Champion of Wits. I got big blocks. It's time for blocking. I'm just gonna bolt my champion. Surprised that hasn't happened yet. There it is! My face! He's bolting my face! Who is this guy? What kind of life are you living that bolting my face seems like a good idea? Okay? Huh? Well, we have to Chupacabra here because we can't let the Crasher attack. I think that means we can attack with Champion? No. Because he might still have a Bolt. And I don't think there's a way he can deal 8 damage on this board. Like, Uncroft Crasher lets him get one thing through. There it is. Oh, he probably has Magma Spray. He probably has Magma Spray. Yo, he doesn't have Magma Spray! Okay. What can't block? Can't block. Great. I think I have to kill the Crasher here. Alright, well, I could cast Scarab God here, and then I have no counter backup. And I kind of think I need to be able to counterspell some bolts in the near future. Which, to me, says play Champion of Wits. Take that action. I don't need Chupacabra in hand. I don't need 3 negates. 2 negates I probably do need, though. Do I keep the Scatter, right? I keep either the Scatter or the Chupacabra. God, Chupacabra seems good here. Like, I don't know what he's gonna play, but I don't want to let him play it. But I want to be able to Scatter if he plays something! I guess if he plays something, I can just Chupacabra it. Okay, cool. Choose attackers. Nah. How about nah? And I just hope I draw a land here. I just really need to draw lands. I need to get to 7. He's on 5 now. He could play something huge. Maybe he doesn't have huge things. Maybe huge is not aggressive enough. Maybe everything needs to be a 2-mana 3/2. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Please stop doing this. I am already unhappy with my life total. You are by no means allowed to make it go lower. Yeah, absolutely block. No question in my mind. Snap block. Easiest decision of my life. You gonna play a creature? You gonna give me something to Chupacabra? You gonna give me something to eat? Yeah, cool. He found something I can eat. Cool, you found a Jaylight Ranger. You gonna find another Jaylight Ranger, make a 4/3? Found a Glory Bringer. Oh my god! Oh, problems! Well, I mean... How do we survive this? We survive this by playing Scarab God. Because I have a Chupacabra in the graveyard already. No attacks. So he definitely plays Glorybringer. I mean, I say definitely. He probably plays Glorybringer. And I think we have to turn on full control mode to be able to do the thing I want to do. But I'll do that at the end of this turn. Okay. So I think this lets us respond to Scarab God's ability. Which is where I want to be. No, it's not where I want to be. Cancel that. I don't actually need to do that, do I? I think I can just play Chupacabra on my turn and be okay. No, I needed lands! I needed lands, you guys. I don't attack here. No attackers. Oh, I could attack the Scarab God. Sure. One attacker. Now I have ground blockers, and I have a negate, and as long as he didn't draw another dragon, I'm fine. Another dragon or another Uncrop Crasher. I shouldn't have attacked. I shouldn't have attacked if he could have drawn an Uncrop Crasher. Yep. That was lightning strike. Cancel it. Please no. Alright, this is where we do full control, so I can bring back Champion of Wits. Ah, come on! I wanted to respond to that! That's a... God damn it! I even kept full control! Oh, it tells me that I have a duplicate. That's nice. Okay, so... we need to... bring back the champion. So I can draw some cards. Yes, take that action. Right. Lose the search. Lose the desert. Play the cancel. Have enough mana. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. It does seem clear that they do not have proper stack mechanics yet. I can attack with the Scarab God. And I think I feel okay about that now. And I have cancel up, which means I think I have this game at this point. Like, I don't know that this guy can do anything about all of my tricks. Like, even if he brings up... Good game. Ooh. Ooh. God, that was scary. At one life, my dudes. Oh, right to the end. Right on down to the wire. Hey, Bitterbow Sharpshooters. Cool. Yeah, it's definitely in beta, right? Like, there's still changes to be made. There's still stuff to be fixed. But I mean, for the most part, they do have stack mechanics, but retaining control, I guess, of your own abilities is something that's done so rarely that, I don't know. Like, I would have liked to have been able to do that, clearly, but, like, I think I do think that it is relatively minor compared to the other mechanics. Down 35-2, man. Good job, Dusky Crevice. That's pretty impressive. So we are at almost exactly 11 now. But I want to play the one more game. I want to get this pack. I want to get this pack. All right, we're gonna run it on. We're gonna keep it going. What deck did you build? Like, what are the conditions of this victory? I want to know more. What's the story here? This is probably okay. Oh, 2 lands. I can always hieroglyphics. Okay, cool, keep. In fact, I probably do that anyway. I probably just cycle the hieroglyphics. I guess it depends on what he's doing. I do wish there was more fine-grained control for priority. Green-white! Do I have time? What does a green-white deck? What does a green-white deck do? I have no clue. Let's not cycle. Like, I want to be able to hit... like, I want to be able to control what I am passing priority on. Oh, this is what this deck does. Okay. Yeah, that can live. That's fine. I don't care about your life total. Green-white is typically going to be tokens and life gain, yeah. Combat, sure. Do the thing. I don't care about attackers. I don't care about blockers. My turn? I have a land, so I guess I don't need to cycle. So I can just take a turn. And I am ready to cycle the desert, I think. At the end of this turn. Unless... Can't be countered! Are you kidding me?! Oh no. How the hell does he get off having a Serpapard? Serpapard, you guys. Look at this thing. Look at this monster. I kind of love the art for this spell. Alright, well, that happens. That happens and I'm unhappy about it. Hadana's... I don't even know what Hadana's Climb is. Okay, sure, attack. You can hit me with a 1-3, that's fine. But I need to cycle this now. Because I need a land that comes into play untapped. Didn't get there. Because I need to be able to play some Chupacabras. Yes, take that action. Got there finally. What do I not need in this matchup? I probably don't need to... I need to gate. He's got, like, cast outs and stuff. I think I can afford to get rid of commit. And... Yes, I can still kill it with the Chupacabra. That'll still work. I want to keep the island. Maybe the Illumination goes? I don't know how good Escanta is. How good is Escanta here? Like, do I have time to mess around searching for Escanta? I don't think so. This isn't that kind of matchup. If he attacks, I am 100% blocking. What is Hadana's Climb? Hadana's Climb. Baffling End? Unreal! What a jerk. Well... We still Chupacabra this cat. Cat leopard. Cat snake. Cat snake? Cat snake. Serpapard. Cat snake. Donna's Climb. Oh, that's the one that gives counters, and then it transforms into... yeah, okay, that is a card. Wow. Seems relevant. What are you doing? What did you do this turn? You Baffling Ended something. You played another Baffling End. What? I don't know what just happened. There was another Baffling End on the board, and I don't know why. What did it hit? I mean, I'll call your bluff. What did this hit? What just happened? I was not looking at the game, and I don't know what he did with his mana, or why Baffling End, a second Baffling End exists. Oh, it's converted mana cost. He thought he could hit the Chupacabra and couldn't. I get it. He played Baffling End and missed. He played Baffling End and missed, you guys. That's fine. Resolve. You gonna come in again? I'm gonna call your bluff again. Whoa. So, I'm doing good. There's nothing attacking. I'm not gonna block. I'm going to draw some cards. I don't have a deck list like that I can just bring up, but I can show you after the match. It's pretty straightforward. It's not doing anything super crazy, I don't think. It's geared a little bit towards the mirror compared to however other ways that this deck might be built, but I'll show you afterwards. Do I want to hit this? It's got Eternalize at 5. That's going to be forever. Yeah, I can hit this. Yeah, this is the reason for the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. What a great amount of mana to cast this spell on. Commit is primarily in there as backup. If I get into a control fight and I'm losing, I want to be able to memory so that I don't deck out. I don't need to attack. It's not going to do anything there. And I'm absolutely going to bring back his Pouncer before he can. Oh god, this is going to be beautiful. Give me a Pouncer. Sunskirt Champion. Yeah, sure, you got it. Enjoy. Alright, draw me a card. And let's get his thing. Right? So that's blue, black. I'm not going to use this turn. And this is just black. That's fine. I want the Pouncer. Hey! So yeah, let me show you my deck list. Now that I've claimed everything. And I gotta open this pack before we call it. Did I rig Hauler enter the battlefield? If you attacked, you may return. Oh, cool. Tempo. It's like Mana War, except worse. So here's what I got going on. AAA. Triple AAA. The most AAAs. Wow, that came really quick, Shadowed. So I'm not sure if, like, I could drag this or if there's a better way to show this, but yeah. So I have a couple of stopgaps here because I don't have all of the cards that I would want to play. I would want to be playing 4x Scarab God. Unfortunately, I only have 2. So Cryptic Serpent is in there as another big thing. Nezahal is for the mirror. I've been playing a lot more mirrors than I have been playing anything else, so that's why I'm gearing it this way. So yeah, Nezahal. I have Opt. I have Search for Escanta, which is also primarily for the mirror. A lot of negates. If I was running a normal, like, 2 out of 3 with a sideboard, not all of these negates... not all of these negates would be main deck. I would probably be putting 2 of them in the sideboard, but, like, given that Arena is Arena, it kind of has to be here or nowhere. I'm not super happy about Supreme Wills, but I don't really have good options for anything else to put in that slot. So yeah, this is the deck, and that's why I'm running most of the things I'm running. Some changes that I might make for next time. Is cut Supreme Wills, cut Opt, and run those Zealots that everybody seems to think is a good idea. The little 1/1 vampires. I probably want to up... I'm not sure, but I think I might want 3 Moments of Craving. Because I need to have enough anti-aggro in the deck to not auto-lose. But I do want to gear it more towards the mirror. I would love to have more Vraska's Contempts, but as you can see, I am out of rare wild cards. So yeah, this is where we're at. This is the deck. I guess what I could do is screenshot this. But it's still, like, not quite able to see the whole thing. And I don't think that there's a way to view all of this at once in order to actually, like, have a screenshot that I can put up. I think in the future, should I stream this game again, I might do something like that and put it up on Imager. And then I can just have a chat command, like, this is the deck I'm playing. Certainly an idea. Yeah, let's open that pack. What did we get? Show me the goods. Anything good? Did I get anything good? Oh, we got an uncommon wildcard. That's not a rare wildcard. Too bad. You can export a deck list to Twitch. Really? That's fascinating. I want to know more about that. Okay, I'm gonna mess around with that before I come off stream. Why is this darkened? Why isn't this colored? What does that mean? Does that mean that I already have 4 of them, so it's going to give me wildcards for them instead? Alright, well, anyway, what's the rare? Woo! Rare wildcard. Sweet! I guess that means I have another Contempt in my deck, you guys. That's exciting.